All right, let's start this bad boy with some D20 rolls.
It's been a while since we've done this.
Ooh, I got a 19. Yikes.
Oof.
Will the DM,
I got 13.
Will the DM have to tell what happened last time?
Oh wow, it looks like Zach isn't the one who will be doing it this time.
Did he just roll nat 20? Oh,
Huh?
isn't the one.
No.
Okay,
19,
hold
13,
on.
13, 11.
Just need good old Matt.
Didn't
Maticus
get a natural
Maximus.
one.
Maticus? What kind
Yeah, Maticus Maximus.
Is that even an actual Latin name? Like, I want to know that.
I mean, I don't know. It's either Maticus or Matthias Maximus. You gonna roll?
Hold on. My computer's being slow tonight.
Oh, I thought you were like, hold on, I have something really important I have to do. Continues to search. Is Maticus an actual name?
Always.
Damn.
Last time on the Hagbangers. Oh wait.
I don't know who you mentioned, but don't mention them again. We don't want to get sued.
Oh no, that was our team last time.
Oh, I don't know what happened last time. I rolled a nat 1.
What?
Oh, well. Well,
Don't forget,
Matt,
what is
nat 1 basically means that
Did I say I called it or did I call it?
no matter who rolls what, even if you roll a nat 20, if you roll a nat 1, you are the one that has to say what happened last time. So, what happened like 2 weeks ago?
Well, that is a good question. Let's start at the beginning. I feel like to recap this. Okay, so it all started back when we were in the capital city, and we all wanted to join the Adventurers League.
Oh God, that's like the whole recording is this you just explaining this, and we go, all right, and that's where we'll end it for tonight. No.
Okay, but we had just met the weird sea creature whose name I don't remember, but he had some very Cthulhu-ish H.P. Lovecraft bullshit vibe about him. I didn't trust him. He spoke in our minds, all promised us all these pretty much everything that we'd ever wanted. He's like, oh, you guys help me get out of this place, I'll give it all to you. But if you don't, and you try to touch this torch, I'm gonna eat you or something. I'll attack you, because he's like indebted to the Silvariuses. And we were all like, even if we wanted to help you, none of us have a way to transport your giant slimy ass out of this place. And he's like, well, I guess this is the end of that conversation, isn't it? And so we walked away. And then we went into another room, and we met 3 skeleton brothers who were pinned to some chairs. And then there was a big torch brazier, if you will. And they were like, oh, they were all very fighting each other. The skeleton brothers were just arguing and arguing and arguing until they were like, and there's like they argue about what the answer to some riddle was to like let them out. And the riddle was, if you add an O, I'm alone. If you take it away, I'm a god. If you add in a D, I've been purchased, or something like that. And the answer was soul. So we got it right. And then the fire went up, and they were all upset because, like, how did we not know that? And then we helped them out of the chairs and whatnot. It was very hard because they were like really hammered in there, and we had some terrible rolls. Like, we almost didn't get all of them out of the chair. It was like me and like I'd used so much of my bardic inspiration, and Leon had to it was a whole thing.
It's a whole ordeal.
We got them out. We got the Bone Brothers out. And they talked about it. They're kind of trying to help us also escape. We don't know how to do the brazier puzzle yet. And when we last left off, we had just walked back into the room where we found all the corpses around the dining room table of some feast. And now we have another riddle to solve. I think I got everything. Did I forget anything?
Not to my recollection.
Yeah, I think that was it.
So,
Yes.
to kind of give a reminder when you touched the skeleton that looks to be possibly the host, or maybe a lord or a king, it had spoken to you. And it had said, I am the first to eat. However, I do not remember what my favorite foods are. If you give me, if you fill my plate with a meat, a vegetable, a fruit, a dairy, and a dessert, then the rest of our guests can eat. Until then, we shall wait.
I'm pretty sure Leon was the one to touch the skeleton, if I am correct.
Thought we both touched the skeleton. Okay, so we have to give the guy at the head of the table his favorite food.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what that is. And so we have to touch the other skeleton boys to figure out, the other zombie guys to figure out more hints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Leon touches the next skeleton boy
Which one?
I also
girl.
touched the skeleton
or
boy.
person. Whoever
Which
they
one?
are.
Skeleton. We just say skeleton. I don't think we need to.
Which one?
I guess.
The one closest to me, besides the.
Yeah, I'll touch the same one. I'll just touch whichever one Leon touches.
Shoot.
Yeah.
We're gonna solve this. That sounded weird.
Yeah, this
Why
one.
are you being so weird?
That one?
This one right here.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. When you touch it, in your heads you hear, I was the last guest. The one next to me was before me. Buford was after Andrix. And Donovan after Cecilia.
Okay, I'm just gonna start writing this down because this is a lot of info.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1 second. Word is coming up.
Cecilia. We're gonna have to find out who Cecilia is.
Yep. Okay, just so we're clear, I'm gonna number these chairs 1, and then the top row 2 through 7, bottom row 8 through 13, and this one's 14. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Leon's gonna go around and touch this one.
wait,
Which
before
one?
we go on. Before we go on, could we say one more time what that skeleton we just touched said?
Says, I was the last guest.
Okay.
Harold was before me.
Okay.
Buford after Andrix.
Spell that last name.
Andrix.
Andrix. Okay.
And Donovan after Cecilia.
Okay. So just to clarify, the object of this whole thing is to figure out what the
Their names start with the letters C, D, and E. Perhaps they're just alphabet.
Well, that's a possibility. So the object of this whole puzzle is to figure out what the king's favorite food is, correct? Or the guy in the first chair.
Correct. Were you ready to win?
Okay. Let's touch the next dead body.
This one?
Yeah, the one right next to it. Number 9.
Mambo number 9.
Which one?
It says 9. Yep, that one.
That one?
Yep.
That one says... Oh, that Esther fellow. What he tells you...
Esther?
Yes.
Okay.
What he tells you is half right.
Okay.
That is it.
Okay. So whoever Esther is,
I think Esther is the
Oh,
one
is-
that we just touched.
maybe. Unless
So-
they're in alphabetical order, then in that case it can't be Esther because he came after Harold. So he can't be
Here's-
E.
I will show you. So, we have... You guys have done this one. You have talked to this one.
Okay. That's 9. Okay, that's 8. That one's 9. Let's go to number 10.
You touch that one. And it says... We have been sitting here for so long. I'm starving. Why do we have to follow this damned rule?
Okay. We have been sitting here for so long. I'm starving. Why do we have to follow this damn rule? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Next one. Number 11. Right next to it.
You know, I wonder how my poppies are doing back at home. If only I could smell them now.
Poppies.
The flowers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's also poppy seed muffins, so maybe that's a hint.
I wonder how my poppies are doing. If only I could smell them. Okay.
I'm gonna look for a poppy seed muffin.
Alright. Give me a perception check. I guess, one, yeah. You go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm actually good at perception. Holy cow, that's a 19.
Alright. So, you don't see a poppy muffin. However, you get a look around. You don't see one either, Dylan. You guys see that the table has platters of turkey, chicken, ham, mashed potatoes, carrots, cabbage, grapes, apples, oranges, cheddar cheese, cottage cheese, some pitchers of milk, apple pies, cherry fritters, and pecan pies, all spread along the table.
Okay.
Okay. I did not write all that down, but I'll ask later.
There's
if
a
I feel
lot of
like I-
dessert.
Yes, a lot of pies. Okay, so we did 9. So we did 8,
These
9,
are pie people,
10,
not cake people.
and 11. Here's a 12. Let's talk to number 12.
Oh. Alright. So you're gonna have to mix your notes up. So the one you're talking to right now is the one that says Esther was half right. What this one says
What, number
is
9?
something different. I had my notes are all like bunched up together and it's not very well spaced out.
So what did number 9 say?
So number 9, if you guys are ready,
Yes.
says Andrix is a liar. And so is Genai.
Spell that.
Geni.
Oh,
Okay.
that's shorter than I thought.
The one who is right is the letter is the guest after the third.
The guest after the third. Okay. So
Andrix is a liar, so is who?
Ginai.
No, wouldn't it be F?
No, the one who is right is the guest after the third. So that would be the fourth. If they all arrived alphabetically order, that means that Donovan would be the right because he's D.
Right.
That's the fourth letter, comes after the third. Okay, and we still don't know which of these are which, if they're all sitting in alphabetical order yet or anything. Okay, so that one
Maybe.
said that.
Sorry, continue.
There you go.
Oh, maybe number 9 is Esther. He's only half right that someone is lying. Or maybe he's only half right that the fourth is the correct one.
Okay, so number 9 just said that Andrix and Ganai is a liar. You can trust whoever the fourth person was. So far, I got it. Okay. Let's talk to this one.
That one says, the Lord absolutely despises turkey. I remember the first time that he had a bite of turkey when he was a child. Poor thing could never upchuck it faster. However, the Lord loves himself a piece of pecan pie.
Who's this? Do we know
Number
who this?
13.
No, I mean like who this one
Okay,
is.
the Lord
what their
hates
name
turkey, but he likes pecan pie.
is. Yeah, but one of these is a liar.
Yes.
Two
Well,
of these are liars.
yes, so far that's what it seems like. So we don't know if this one can be trusted yet. Okay. Fast enough. Likes pecan pie or pecan or whatever. Okay. Now we got those. Now we got the bottom row done. Let's talk to this guy at the end.
Alright. Don't listen to Andrix.
Yeah, that one's Andrix.
Harold knows who's telling the truth.
Okay, so number 9 is Harold.
Well, we don't know 100% yet if we're. I don't know.
Or maybe this one is also a liar. Who knows? I'm so
maybe.
confused.
Well, if let's go with this one. That's number 7.
Which one is?
What? Huh? Oh my goodness, what was that? Oh. Never mind. It's nothing.
That's all that number 7 said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perhaps he saw a poisoning or something unexpected.
I don't know at this point.
That's fair.
Next one, number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah, that one.
Number 6 says, why did they have to sit me across from Genai? remember the last time I saw him. We crossed each other at the outhouse. Boy, can he stink a hole up.
Okay, so this one right here is Ganai. That one's Ganai, which means that if that's Ganai, and Ganai is apparently a liar, as number 9 said, then this is 1, 5, 6, 10, 12. So if that's the case, and that means when he said that Esther fellow is only half right, that's a lie.
But a lie of what? Could it mean that maybe he's half right? Or maybe he's completely wrong?
Well, if half right is a lie, that means he's either completely right or completely wrong. And we still don't know who Esther is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's this? Let's talk to this. Number 5.
That one is... I bet the whole reason why that the Lord had decided to have this new rule is because people started not showing up on time. I say that it's about time we get eating. By the way, I just noticed there's no clock in this room. What time is it? How long have I been here?
They're self-aware! I'm joking. Hopefully not.
Okay, not that helpful. Let's go to this guy.
Just so you know, you guys should be able to draw too. So if you guys want to draw on the map to help give you guys a visualization and stuff, you can.
Oh, I can.
Alright, so that one says... I cannot believe that the Lord absolutely hates ham. It is just so delectable in how sweet it was roasted. But
doesn't like ham.
I don't blame him for loving cheddar cheese. Although, adding it with ham is quite the combination.
I cannot believe the Lord doesn't like ham, but I don't blame him for liking cheddar cheese.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, at least we have a dairy product.
Okay.
Because if I remember that we need each of every... We need a vegetable, a fruit, a piece of meat, a dairy product, and a dessert.
Oh, we need to get all that? I thought it was just one thing we need to get. Okay.
No, we need his favorites.
Okay.
Yeah. The favorites of each of the different food groups.
Okay. What's this one say? Number 3.
Which one?
Don't die.
This one.
Try not to.
That one says... It's a good thing the Lord isn't a sailor because of his hatred of oranges. However, I will say it is also unfortunate that he loves cabbage. The plain, disgusting, watery cabbage.
Hey! Cabbage is good for you.
Says Leon.
Not really. He just, like, writes it down angrily.
Geez, Skeleton, you're not gonna live very long if...
Man, it's so surprising why you're nothing but bones.
Okay, Okay, let's
You must have a
this
really
number
good
two.
metabolism.
The last one we haven't talked to. Number 2.
You must have no Okay. That one says... The Lord's love for turkey is absolutely appalling. The man nearly fattens himself with it. At least it is good that he loves grapes, I suppose.
Did we talk to the one on the very end?
That's the
Yeah,
one.
we
we
talked.
did. Okay.
Yeah, he was the
Okay.
start of the riddle.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
which one is
so
A? Which one is A?
We don't know. The only one we know is for almost surety is that this is Ganai.
Mm-hmm.
And Ganai's a liar.
Yay!
And which one is this one? Oop.
We
Oop.
don't we don't know.
Take my shape.
I'm going to walk to the one next to Ganai and just ask them, "What is your name?" See if they say anything different than when my friends went around
Do you
touching them.
Do you touch them?
Yes.
You get... When you touch them... Wait, hold on. Actually, I need to know, which one did you touch?
The one right next to Ganai and my character.
Okay. When you touch, you hear it says... The Lord absolutely hates turkey.
Okay.
However, he does love him some pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Wait,
Okay.
did the one I touched say he hates turkey?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
only that's the main contraction. Like they both can't be right because one says he loves turkey, and the other one says he can't hates it.
Right.
Wait. Okay. So going back to your
Yay, contradictions.
going back to what you said before, that this is all alphabetical. This one would be A. So this one would be Andrix. A, B, C, D, E, F. And this one could be G though.
We know
So-
we're
This one
G.
is Ganai. This
Yeah,
one's
this
the-
one is G.
Unless the
And
person
there's-
identifying Ganai was lying.
Yeah.
He was
Then
only
that-
half
that's
right.
a lot.
You can't be half right about what somebody's name is. Okay.
I'm so confused on what is
I'm
going
honestly
on.
glad that we started this session with this puzzle, because this is going to take a while.
Okay.
Oh, we-
Makes sense.
You know what? We're going to use our new skeleton friend. We're going to Leon is going to gather all the information and relay it to our dearest friend, whose name I have to go find because I have my notes all scattered about. Oof. Neil. This one's Neil, right? No, it's Nell. No, not Neil. No.
Yeah, I believe so.
So I'm going to enlist the help of Nell to help us figure it out.
So you take a couple minutes to explain everything to him, and I mean he's also standing around listening as well. And if he had facial hair, he'd be stroking it right now. And he says, "Perhaps the thing of it is this is obvious. Like this is a puzzle. So the person who had built it." Every single one of these guests have a purpose for being here. And although there are the obvious that have importance to them, it's the ones that don't necessarily seem important that interest me the most. The one in particular is the one that cares about time. Why would the creator of this puzzle create someone who's so concerned about time? And especially, why would they have this guest emphasize the word time? And say it multiple times in his sentences? Perhaps
An ingredient?
that is a hidden clue?
Could it be an ingredient?
Well,
Because
time is an herb,
Time is yeah, it's an ingredient.
but time's in a lot of things. I have a question. Do any of these guys have, like, anything that might give away what their actual names are, like, on their
Which
clothing?
one has a watch? Which one has a wait, no. Like a sundial on their wrist or
Uh,
something.
None of them have like any obvious like they have
Which-
symbols and stuff, like kind of like I want to say like pins or badges, but none of them are like in the shape of like alphabetic letters
Andrew,
or caricatures.
Which one mentioned time?
I believe it was
Is this the fourth?
this one.
Thank you.
No, that's the sixth, right? I'm so confused.
Do any of these
This one.
dishes on the table appear to be seasoned with herb?
Probably the mashed potatoes.
Can we tell which one has time in it?
I'm going to touch the fourth one again.
You touch it.
I have a herbalism kit.
We've been waiting for a long time to eat on this. I'd say that it's about time that we start eating. Come to think of it, what time is it? Wait. There's nothing to tell time around in here. How long have I been here?
Thank you.
Which
friend.
one said that?
The one I'm standing next to for.
Okay.
Mm,
This one said that?
Indeed.
time is a clue. Perhaps it's something aged.
Yeah, I was going to say, do any of the ingredients look particularly undercooked or not cooked or something like fermented?
Cheese is aged.
No,
Yeah.
all of them look like they were just made seconds ago.
Is there
I guess I
anything
mean,
under the table?
Okay, well,
Uh,
at least we know one thing.
When you check, you don't see anything but the legs that support the tables.
Okay.
Okay,
What-
so
what do we know?
what is on the table again? In terms of food?
So for protein, you have turkey, chicken, and ham. For vegetables, kind of, sort of. Potatoes isn't a vegetable, but bear with me. You have mashed potatoes, carrots, and cabbage. For fruits, you have grapes, some apples, and some oranges. For dairy products, you have cheddar cheese, cottage cheese, and you have pitchers of milk. And then for desserts, you have apple pie, cherry fritter, and pecan pie.
Okay. So the only fruit that was mentioned was the only fruit was grapes and oranges. They don't mention the other
Okay.
one. And he
No
said that he loves
apples.
grapes and that he hates oranges. The only
Okay,
vegetable that was mentioned at all was cabbage. The only cheese was cheddar. They mentioned both ham and turkey, and the only dessert they mentioned was pecan pie.
So presumably those are the favorites.
Wait, what?
Something.
Esther is only half right. What if this one is Esther? That means
but
he's only half
but
right.
Ganai
So
said
if
it.
he, what?
Ganai said that.
Oh, Ganai is the one who said it.
Yeah.
Ganai said, wait, Ganai was the one that said that Esther fellow, what he tells you is half right.
Yeah, maybe Esther is the one who's right next to him.
It depends on what order we were expected to ask all these questions. I'm guessing either this one, or this one could be Esther. However,
Yeah, but
Esther's the only thing Esther, if this is Esther, the only thing that Esther said was why they had to send me across from Ganai, and that makes no sense for somebody to say he's only half right. So this one or this one. However, the problem is this is Ganai, and somebody also said that Ganai is a liar. They said both Andrix and Ganai is a liar, and we
Oh.
So we
Right.
need to find someone who had two statements rather than a single statement, something that where one could be true and one could be false, and we have to decide whether both are true or both are false.
right.
Yeah, but that's where I was a little bit confused, because if the Lord hates turkey and loves pecan pie, but someone else says that the Lord loves turkey
Right.
but also loves grapes, so maybe the one who says hates turkey and loves pecan pie, they're only half right, that they love pecan pie but they hate turkey would be the false statement.
I don't mean to interrupt you guys' brainstorming, but I cannot describe how big of a smile I have on my face right now. This is going way better than I could ever imagined.
I'm so confused. Are
Oh.
you entertained?
Also, Zach, I haven't heard you say anything since we started. What are your thoughts on this?
Your help would be very much appreciated.
So you said there was turkey, ham, and chicken, correct?
Correct?
For meat. We had one person say that they didn't like turkey, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
only thing
no.
that two. That's the only. That was the only thing on the table that two people had were conflicting on. Everything
Okay,
else,
okay.
nobody ever said. It's the only thing that one person said he did like and one person said he didn't like is turkey.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Maybe he doesn't dislike or like turkey at all. Maybe he's just okay with it, and what he actually does love is chicken, because that's the only protein product here on the table that wasn't
Okay.
talked about.
Okay, Ganai is a liar, and what Ganai said was that Esther fellow is only half right. Okay, so since Ganai's a liar, that means whoever Esther is either telling the entire truth or an entire lie. If assuming that he's talking about who's in order, this means that these could be, I think the most likely could be Esther. However, what these guys say has nothing to do, because this one only mentions their poppies and how they're doing, and this one just is upset they're sitting across from Ganai. This one is the only one who says something about the food, who says, and his was like, the Lord really hates turkey, but he loves pecan pie. So if this is Esther, that means that either, yes, he hates turkey and loves pecan pie, or he loves turkey and hates pecan pie.
Here's what I suggest. How about you guys write down. Go ahead and write down who you think are who you guys think are not anybody with a name. Like who you think just are totally not related to this puzzle at all. Like they have.
I don't
Okay.
think the one who. I don't think
This
the one about.
one.
So you don't think that one has?
No, because that one just freaked out, remember?
No, that one.
No.
That one on the end said that don't listen to Andrix. Harold knows who's telling the truth. So that does have bearing on the puzzle. The only people who said something that has no bearing on the puzzle was who I think was number 5, who was the one who went crazy about time, which we don't know how important that is.
Yeah, but one of them freaked out. Which one was that one?
7. 7 was the one who freaked out right here.
Wow, yours is gray. It's hardly seeable.
Then I'm marking down anybody who doesn't mention people's names and doesn't mention the food.
That was what I was thinking too. So could you
Um,
go over
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
the number, what they said about either the people or then maybe the same thing for the like do all the
Okay.
people together, then do all the food together.
Right. Okay. The first one that talk about people. Remember, this is how I'm doing the numbers. This is number 1. The top row is 2 through 7. The
Yep.
bottom row is 8 through 13.
Going
And
the
this
other
one
way.
on the end is 4 to 14. No, going this way.
So you're
Oh.
so you're counting 1 through 14 clockwise.
No, I'm going 1, 2, 3. Basically 1, and then top row left to right, 2 through 8.
Yeah, so you're
No,
going
2 through 7.
clockwise.
No, because this
And
is
then then I start at the bottom row is 8, left to
Oh.
right
Okay.
Okay,
is
wow. All right.
13. And then this guy at the end is 14.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody got okay. So that's the method of my madness. The people who mentioned food, the first people who mentioned people is
This one right here.
is number 6 right here, who mentioned why they had to send me across from Ganai. And so far, this is the only one that explicitly told us which person, what gave us the name of a specific person. Nobody
Mhm.
else has given us the name of a specific person. Now,
Yeah, but who else did he mention? Because he mentioned one other person.
they mention other people, but nobody's ever said, oh, why they had to send me across from Ganai, letting us know exactly who Ganai is. Nobody else has given us information that tells us exactly if one person is that one person.
Okay.
Okay, the next person to mention is here, number 8, who said, I was the last guest. Harold was before me. Buford after Andrix. Donovan after Cecilia.
Oh, whoa, sorry. Buford after Andric.
Yes. And Donovan after Cecilia. Now,
Okay.
the important thing to remember about these names is nobody ever mentions Buford, Donovan, or Cecilia ever again. They do mention
Mhm.
Andrix and Harold, but that's it.
Wait, which one has a more feminine voice?
I don't know. It's kind
I'm
of hard to
asking the
say. 'Cause
DM.
Oh,
This one.
So this could be a safe bet of being Cecilia.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Did anyone else seem to have a feminine register?
No.
yeah.
So- Okay,
We'll leave
so-
it for now.
Andrix,
Yeah.
Buford, and Cecilia.
The only problem with that is one of them has the name Esther, which is a traditionally female name. However, they're referred to as a man. So it might not be that reliable. Okay, so that's Cecilia. Okay,
Okay, so Buford came after Andrix. And
Right. All number
Cecilia
8
came
said
after
was,
Buford.
I was the last guest. He came after Harold, and then Donovan came after Cecilia, and Buford came after Andrix. It doesn't say would they have sat in order of when they arrived. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. If this guy was the last guest, then that means that it is clockwise, where the Lord shows up, and then it goes to here, and goes all the way around to back to here, and this guy is technically the last one. Maybe that's how they sat down.
I don't think so. I was the last guest, meaning
Right.
assuming the lettering is key, which I'm not
Harold,
sure of yet.
but Harold
would
came
mean-
before me. That means his name would start with.
It doesn't say that
So-
Harold.
Hold
It doesn't
on.
mean that Harold came before me. It doesn't mean he came right after Harold. It just means that Harold got here before I did. That could mean Harold got several people
Okay.
came right before me.
That is possible, but I will point out it would be very convenient if it was I, because I was the last guest and his name starts with an I if he's after Harold. But
I think we might be reading too much into it.
quite possibly.
Wait a second. Crap, what if somebody's name actually is I, and he's not saying I as in me was the last guest, he means I was the last guest.
Also possible, but I don't think so.
Wait, no, he laughed.
That just means he's having fun watching us.
Don't confuse us.
Squirm.
Okay.
Squirm.
A, B, C, D, E, F, H, I, J, K, L, M. Okay. Assuming all of these come with a name, like a letter, and they're in alphabetical order, and not counting the Lord, that means that they have A through M.
M is the 13th letter.
Yes.
It'd be L, but L is the Lord. Ha ha ha.
Oh, wait. That is actually. Wow.
I don't know if
okay.
it's happening, but it's a possibility.
Or maybe
I
it's
don't know.
Nanoid.
Is there any
Okay.
other clues or hints in this room besides the skeletons that talk?
Is there like
You
any
can ask,
like
you can
letters?
ask what Nell thinks.
What?
You can ask what Nell thinks.
Oh,
probably-
right. The brother.
Yeah,
Or-
no, the
think he's a brother.
skeleton bro
Yeah.
that's with us currently.
Hey,
the
Nell.
smartest one.
Hmm?
What's your thought on all this?
Well, if this one, number 8, says that Donovan had come after Cecilia, then we should know that one of these ones is Donovan, correct? And we've already deduced, or you have already deduced, that these two are have nothing to contribute to solving the riddle, yes?
Yeah.
So we know that that one is possibly Donovan. So
Only the important ones get names.
so far, it seems, based on the alphabet of the Asterians, you have C, D, and G. Now, I have a suspicion that possibly the guests had all come in the order of clockwise. Yes.
That was my suspicion. That was my hypothesis also.
Okay.
So if that is the case, and they came in alphabetical and they came in order, that means that this is Andrix and this is Buford. This would be Cecilia, and we know this is Ganai. So, which means that
one is Donovan.
Also, you can't really see it, but Matt has also marked this one too. I just noticed it.
yeah, I don't know why mine's clear.
Okay, so which one? What? Oof. What did this one say again then?
The one on the very end said, "Don't listen to Andrix. Harold knows who's telling the truth," which, assuming that the people who are important don't get names, this is Harold, and they're going. And Harold, which makes no sense because the only thing that Harold said was, how I wonder how my poppies are doing. If only I could smell them. But then that means that. Hold on. Okay, that's Ganai. Okay. Okay.
So,
Wait,
so
in
could
that case, then, this one is. I'm gonna mark it again. Oh, hold on. Let me just choose a different color. This means that this guy also is not important, so he can't have a name. Which means this one would be Harold. Right here. No, this one right here.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to erase some things then.
How
Okay.
do you erase? Because I just messed up a whole lot of stuff.
If you have the selection tool, you can just like click on them and then you have to delete them individually.
That's so annoying.
It is. Well, you can also like click and drag too. You guys can. I can't because if I do, I'll like grab the map.
Oh, okay. I can select a big area and then.
I'll
delete
just
it.
bring
Cool.
them out of the
Oh,
screen.
no. Oh, no,
Okay,
I
so I
can...
think we marked all the non-importants that don't actually contribute to the puzzle.
No, go away.
Okay, so assuming that this bad boy is Harold, that means that one. That means he said Andrix is a liar, and so is Ganai. The one who is right is the guest after the third.
Sorry, Andrix is a liar, and so is Ganai. The one who is right is the guest after the third.
Right.
So that would be D.
Right. But if this one this guy's also technically right after the third.
Yeah, but all
And-
he talks about is time.
Yeah, and all that Donovan said was all that
Does
Donovan.
the chicken have time on it? Can I roll for that?
Sure, give me an investigation.
I feel like we're.
We're wasting so much time. Oh wow, an 11.
You do not find any time on this chicken.
Okay.
Right.
I didn't
Um,
have the time for
Or
it.
should I say,
Which-
not a lot of time was put on it.
Which it would make sense because this guy said that Harold. I was the last guest. Harold was before me, and if this is Harold and they all sat down clockwise, that makes sense. And this guy said Harold. Don't listen to Andrix. Harold knows who's telling the truth. Harold. That's Harold. And Harold said, Andrix is a liar, and so is Ganai. The one who is right is the guest after the third.
What did Andrix say about turkey and grapes?
Andrix said the Lord's love for turkey is appalling. At least it is good that he loves grapes. So
Okay.
if
So
Andrix,
he doesn't love grapes.
and also it
He
means that he does love turkey.
Because the other person told him the truth about the turkey.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, wait. It says the Lord's love for turkey is appalling. At least it is good that he loves grapes. So Andrix said he loves turkey and grapes. But if he's a liar, he does not love turkey or grapes.
Right.
So
He
he likes
dislikes both.
chicken. It goes back to what I said before. He likes the
apples.
chicken.
And he likes apples because he dislikes oranges, according to Buford.
Yeah.
Right. And we don't.
And he loves cheddar cheese. But he also loves cabbage.
Oh, so he hates turkey.
hates
Yes.
turkey. Doesn't
Hates
like
turkey.
ham either.
Okay,
So
so he
it's-
probably likes
Chicken.
he hates grapes because he doesn't love them, and he hates oranges because he's a terrible sailor. So he likes apples.
So it would be apples.
Okay, and you said he likes cheddar, and so far that's good to go.
Right. Because apple. Okay, so he likes apples because we already knocked down oranges and grapes.
He also loves
Who
cabbage.
who said he likes apples?
I thought somebody said it wasn't because somebody said he likes apples. It was because if Andrix is
no,
lying,
apples- sorry.
that means
It
he
was
hates.
order of elimination.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I meant, who said he likes cheddar? I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong part of my notes.
For
The one who said that.
Cecilia.
Yes.
C right here, number 4, Cecilia.
And
said
no
he
one
likes
else talked
cheddar.
about Cecilia other than I, who gave us the order.
Yeah,
Wait, wasn't it
Yes.
Cecilia who said that she doesn't like cabbage?
Cecilia was the one. Cecilia said, if that's Cecilia, then all that she said was, I cannot believe the Lord doesn't like ham, but I don't blame him for liking cheddar cheese.
Neither do I.
Right.
So basically, he doesn't like ham, but he does like cheddar. That's all Cecilia said. And nobody else said anything about Cecilia other than Cecilia came before Donovan.
Okay.
But the guy that said he didn't like turkey, but he liked pecan pie.
It means he
What?
hates pecan pie. He's a liar.
Well, no. Hold
No,
on.
What?
Andrix. No, okay. So Andrix is a liar. If this is Andrix and Andrix is a liar, then that means that he
The Lord dislikes turkey and dislikes grapes.
right.
And then
Okay.
that reaffirms the other person who I think is F, I don't know their name,
Right.
who said he dislikes turkey and likes
Loves
pecan pie?
pecan pie. No, he
Right.
loves pecan pie.
Yeah,
right, so
he
that
loves
person's
pecan
more than
pie.
likely correct.
Okay, so Ganai said what Esther says is only half right. If this is Esther, all Esther said was, don't listen to Andrix, Harold knows who's telling the truth. So, however, that Harold was the one who said that Ganai's a liar.
I think. Who said something about cabbage?
Number Cecilia.
Celia also said cat. Jeez, I can't keep track.
No,
No, I thought.
Buford said it.
Okay, that's what. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What did he say in full?
He hates oranges, loves cabbage.
Oh, okay, that lines up perfectly then.
Okay, so from what we've gathered, the most likely answer is chicken,
I
apples,
go and grab a chicken.
pecan
Cheddar.
pie,
Sorry.
and cheddar. So 4 things: the meat, the side, the meat, the vegetables, the dessert, and the cheese.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry, why do
far
we
the
not have all
answer's
5?
Is it 4 or 5 things?
And
There are 5
there's
things.
You
5
meant,
things.
You said vegetables.
Cabbage.
You meant fruit.
We also need cabbage.
Yeah, we get a
Okay.
we get the chicken dish, the cabbage dish, the apples, the cheddar, and the pecan pie.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, fruit. So
we
yeah,
take them to the Lord and
Yeah.
place them before him.
yes, chicken, cabbage, pecan pie.
Dessert last, man.
You place it, and when you interact with the food, it is like it's actual food. I mean, you feel it. It feels warm, almost too hot to the touch. And you place it onto the dinner plate, and you place it before him. And as you do, the candelabras all on the table kind of flicker, and then fingers of lightning
Shoot.
arch over towards you, and I want everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw.
We got this wrong. Dexterity.
I was too trusting. 19 for Dylan and Joan. 20 for Mason, but only a 9 for Leon.
So Leon, you take 8 points of lightning damage. Everyone else takes 4.
Okay, that's not so bad.
And when you do that, the dinner plate kind of like phases out of reality, and then all the pieces that you had put onto it fade back into the food where they belong.
Okay.
The plate also phases back to the stack of plates as well.
Okay, so we got this wrong.
Okay. So
The door that leads to this room also slams shut.
Oh.
okay. So the question is, which of it did we get wrong?
Maybe let's mark out or like put like an L on the chair to see who, like, so that when you can remember who's the liar and who's not.
Hold on, let me write down what's not the correct order. And it's not chicken. It's not chicken, cheddar cheese, apples, cabbage, and pecan pie. It's not that.
What
order.
did this one say again?
Which one?
Which one?
Number 10.
We have been sitting here for so long. I'm starving. Why do we have to follow this damn rule?
Mm. And this one was just talking about poppies.
Yeah.
This one was talking about time. This one was freaking out.
Right. Okay. So maybe our problem was okay. We assumed that E and H were telling the truth, and A and G were the liars. What if it was the reverse?
Well,
And A
hold
and G
on.
were telling the truth.
Hold on. A and who were the liars?
A and G.
We were going over the fact that Andrix and Genai were the liars because Harold said they were liars. Because Edgar said Harold was telling the truth. However, so what if it's the opposite, and Harold's a liar. Harold's wrong. Esther's wrong. And instead, Andrix and Ganai were telling the truth. So that would mean that instead of that that he does love turkey, he does love grapes, and the cheddar cheese, cabbage, and pecan pie are still maybe true. I don't know. This is a really confusing puzzle.
I think I've got what all the people said down. What were the people who talked about the food? I've got Andrix and Buford.
And
Andrix-
Cecilia.
Cecilia.
Yeah. Andrix said he loves turkey and he loves grapes. Buford says he hates oranges and he loves cabbage. Cecilia said he hates ham and likes cheddar cheese.
I mean, that's it.
The only other person who mentioned food was F,
Frederick.
who said he hates turkey and likes pecan pie.
But there's nothing to indicate that he's a liar.
Yeah, except the fact that we
We got shocked.
yeah, which means somebody here we were wrong about at least one thing, and
so
the
what
room's
if-
not giving us any hints about exactly what we were wrong about.
What if when someone said that E only got it half right, is that H also only got it half right? Is that one of these two are lying?
Right, that would go under the okay. Ganai was the one who said that Esther only has it half right.
Oh.
We went on the assumption that Ganai was a liar. If that's
What did Esther
I don't
say?
know.
I don't have it down in my notes.
Are there any other hints in this room? Something else that stands out?
We go back to Nell for help.
What did Esther say?
Esther said, "Don't listen to Andrix. Harold knows who's telling the truth."
Oh, that's Esther. Okay.
So Dylan, if you want, you can give me an investigation check, and then Leon, you're gonna go to Nell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I am a dum-dum. And I don't know what's going on. Okay? I can only count up to 3. This is too much for me. Even
with,
though I have an intelligence modifier of +1.
with your investigation, you don't. So you do find something out like that piques your interest, and that it's all of the guests, their clothing, albeit they are nothing but bones, are sort of, some of them are look to be of a fit for a larger person. The Lord is wearing clothing for someone who is fairly thin. To the point where the bones, it's almost a damn near perfect fit.
Maybe we got the proportions right. Wrong.
I don't think it's proportions. I touched the Lord again.
Alright, he says, "I am the first to eat. However, I do not remember what my favorite foods are. Ask my guests to see what I like to eat, and when you serve me, the rest will have their share." So Leon,
Mm-hmm.
Noel says,
This is gonna take up our entire session. I just know it.
It's gonna take up like 5 sessions.
Something has been bothering me. The one that Dylan has as Donovan. His reason for claiming that as Donovan is a very good one for suspicion. However, I cannot help to feel that maybe that is not Donovan. Do you think maybe we had answered wrong because maybe we had mislabeled?
Oh no. That could be the case. You know, no, because you already said that none of the dresses that the dress wear that the skeletons were wearing had any indication of their names, correct?
Correct.
Oh, well. Perhaps the chairs do?
No.
There's no labels? He doesn't have little labels?
No.
Some type of lord he is. But maybe they're friends and they're all supposed to know where they're sitting. Oh well. Leon goes to Dylan and tells him, perhaps we have labeled them wrong. Perhaps the one who we have chosen to be letter D isn't actually D. That's what Nell thinks, anyway. And honestly, I also kind of think that.
The only problem is if I don't know, it's hard. We're making this whole riddle depends on us making a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of holes that we're forced to fill in ourselves. It's not one of those puzzles that we have. It's like having a puzzle, but you don't have all the pieces, so you have to cut out your own pieces and put them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Nala's going to say, perhaps we should listen to the ones that we have deduced are not related to the riddle again.
Okay, well...
After all, the one that had said something about time, I mean, that one was related to us deducing that they were ordered in clockwise.
I totally
Right.
didn't get that.
Problem was, this one is... Wait a sec. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of the X's and then assume, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The problem is if we get rid of the X's and then make it so actually everybody was in alphabetical order, then this one would no longer be Ganai. And we know for a fact that that one is Ganai.
So E or F
Wait.
is irrelevant.
Right.
Well, what I'm saying is maybe possibly we should listen to these two. Because if this one was telling the truth on whether this one obviously is telling the truth. Because if we label them clockwise, then it would make sense on how he said the guest had arrived in order. So that would mean that Donovan would have to be one of these three. And
Right.
if we are to assume that this one is not Donovan, then it would have to be either of these two. And,
Okay.
not to mention, Harold had said the one who is right is the one after the third guest.
Which means Donovan. And if this one is Donovan, that means Donovan was the one who said that...
Time.
time. It was the one about time.
So the one who's across from Ganai would be Esther. Presumably.
Yeah, but the problem is if we, like I said, if we get rid of the X's and just go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then eventually this one would not be Ganai.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be a different letter. But we know for an almost fact that this is definitely Ganai. Because it
Oh.
said, I can't believe they had me sit across from Ganai.
Yeah, but he also said something else after that, correct?
What did he say before that? After that?
Hold on. Ganai. Well, the one we think is Ganai. Oh goodness. Said what Esther said is only half right. If Ganai is sitting across from Esther and Esther saying, why did they sit me across from Ganai? He's such a liar. He's either not Ganai or he's not a liar. Or Ganai's not a liar.
The thing that Ganai said
Hold on. Esther and Ganai
was-
can't be talking about each other. This makes no sense.
Yeah, Ganai said what Esther says is only half right. And another person said Ganai is a liar, which means that
But that's who we think is Esther.
Yeah.
Assuming we aren't skipping.
I will give it as a note. Anyone who has inspiration. Actually, you know what? We'll make this deal. If
Doesn't
everyone
Leon
in the
have
party agrees to sacrifice everyone's inspiration, I will give you one clue. I will give you a DM clue that will point to the answer, but I will try my best not to give you the answer.
I'm okay with that. What about you guys?
I don't know. It's kind of a gamble because I don't know how good the hint's gonna be. It just might make us more confused.
Yeah, but a hint is a hint right now.
Isn't D&D in general a gamble? It's a game about chance.
And plus, D&D is literally all about gambling. It's rolling the dice to see how good you're gonna get it.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a game of skill.
Sure.
No.
There's a whole skill of how you roll the die.
Well, you also make choices before you roll the die, so it's not 100% luck.
It's about
Thanks.
making chances. Make him and take him.
What the hell? Just fine. I'll sacrifice my inspiration, and I don't know who else has inspiration.
Pretty sure I had inspiration, or maybe I don't anymore. I don't know. I'm just gonna say that I don't anymore.
Joan does have inspiration.
Okay. Well, do you agree to sacrifice your inspiration?
Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Starts.
I'm not opposed to it, but I'd like a minute first.
Starts aggressively pushing index finger on calculator.
No, I'm just drawing a Sudoku board. It's fine.
Okay. Here's the solution. We all order pizza, because
Because clearly the
Lord
chef
has to
had
love
no
pizza.
idea. Because I know the answer. The chef is fucking dumb and didn't make anything that the Lord likes. So let's just get what he. Let's
Also,
just
the
all order
Lord.
a
I'm
pizza.
sorry, but if you can't remember what your favorite foods are, you don't deserve to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, Lord.
You're gonna like what the chef made for you, and you're gonna sit here till you eat a bite, mister.
I don't care if you're allergic to everything on this table, and after this hour's over, everything on this table's gonna be gone one way or another. Boy, I'm pretty sure. Okay. You guys can call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure at the very least we know that it's pumpkin pie. I mean pecan pie. He definitely likes pecan pie.
I mean, I would think so.
I only say that because it is literally the only dessert that is mentioned, which means if the person who said he liked his pecan pie was lying, there would be no hints to say which of the other two desserts he does like.
Yeah, but that would also mean the same with cabbage too.
So yeah, so I like to think I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that whatever his favorite foods are, one of them is definitely he definitely likes cabbage and he definitely likes pecan pie because
Okay.
no other dessert or no other desserts or vegetables were named, which means
Okay.
okay.
I'm good with that, and that also rules out oranges, unless that's the person who's half lying, but I don't think so.
Right. The other
Well,
ones we're not
where's the
sure.
person who's half lying?
All we know is from all those 5 items, we know at least one of them was wrong. And we know just by using logic that we definitely were right about cabbage and the pecan pie.
Okay, so assuming we're right about the cabbage and pecan pie, and
Yeah,
those
but that would
people
also
aren't-
mean that we're correct about the cheddar cheese too, because
that
that
is
Yeah,
was
true.
the only dairy.
They don't mention any other cheeses, so if that person was lying, it wouldn't tell us what other cheeses there were. So we know that cheddar cheese, cabbage,
I think this
and
is
pecan pie are definitely correct, which leaves only chicken, either both chicken and either
no,
both
because if
chicken
you
and
assume
apples.
if you make
Yeah.
the same assumption, then the person who says he likes cheddar rules out ham, which then forces it to be chicken.
Yeah,
Wait,
but that
And,
no, it doesn't
and
really.
that's the solution we went with.
wait. Okay,
Right.
okay. However,
So we have to one of the people who said he likes this but he doesn't like this, or likes this and this, is half lying.
unless okay.
So to-
What if number 2 is right? If number 2 is right, then that means okay. Just to go by our logic, there's 5 food items. Just by using sheer logic, we know that of those 5 food items, there's definitely cabbage, definitely pecan pie, and definitely cheddar cheese. We know this because no other cheeses were mentioned, no other vegetables were mentioned, and none other desserts were mentioned.
So it's between the fruit and the meat that we're currently
Ow.
arguing on.
That means that either both chicken and apples were wrong, or one of them
Hold
was
on.
both can't be right.
Hold on.
Okay, so
I like
who's-
where we were. I like where we were before, where we pointed out that the turkey is a contradiction, and assuming that every person at the table gets a letter, that means the one at the end of the table is Ganai, who is saying, "Don't listen to Andrix. Harold knows who's telling the truth." Except the one after Gendrix is 13, the Lord
I want to point out the only one that has literally the only named person who's been explicitly pointed out as that person is Ganai. We know for a fact, at least assuming that this guy's not lying about who he's sitting across from, this is Ganai.
I think the person's lying who he's sitting across from. Because it may not mean literally a cross. It could just be on opposite sides of the table, even. I mean, it doesn't make as much sense with what he said.
Maybe
But-
that's why he meant Esther is only half right. Okay.
Is it Esther is only half right?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay,
it's
okay,
Esther
so yeah.
Turner.
So
Okay,
yeah,
but
he's,
you guys-
he's only half right. Yeah.
Okay, but do you guys at least agree with me that whatever the final answer is, it definitely involves cabbage, pecan pie, and cheddar cheese? Like
I'm
those.
not sure of that.
I
You're
can
not
actually.
sure of
I'm on that wagon.
I'm only saying that because it was the only cheese that was mentioned, the only dessert that was mentioned, and the only vegetable that was mentioned. Each choice, there are 3 options. There are 3 meats,
Right.
3 vegetables, 3 fruits, 3 desserts.
Right. I got you. And I am inclined to think that is more than likely true. That would make sense because otherwise it's a 50-50 chance.
Right.
I'm just not 100% certain. It's like 90% certain. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
there's only one. Like, okay, never mind.
For some reason, I think he likes turkey, but we'll come back to that.
Right.
I don't
Turkey
think he
was
like-
okay, I want to point out turkey was the only food item that was contradicted by 2 different people.
Right.
Every other food item says he likes this or he hates this. This was the only food item that one person said he likes and one person said he didn't like.
And both those people contributed to the meat and the fruit.
Yes.
So we
person-
could just try flipping that.
Right.
Keep
One
all our
person said
inspiration.
one person says he loves turkey and he loves grapes. The other person says he hates turkey, but he loves
Pecan pie.
pecan pie. So neither of them only one of them contributed to the fruit. So the first one,
Right, orange,
okay, if the
cabbage.
person who said he loves turkey was correct, 100% correct, then that means grapes is the answer for the fruit.
So that would mean, wait, I'm so confused.
That
Okay,
wouldn't
so we
negate
can,
Celia's statement that he hates oranges if he loves grapes. That would be okay.
yeah.
So we could substitute the
also-
apples for the grapes and the chicken for the turkey.
Right.
You
And
guys are
remember,
gonna hate me.
the cabbage is the only vegetable I've mentioned. So unless the guy's only telling half the truth, then that means that he does hate oranges. So oranges is not one of the fruit, which means either the fruit is grapes or it is apples.
We tried apples.
Like
We
I
could
said,
try-
assuming I'm correct about which is definitely true, we know for a fact. Okay, so just assume, going by my logic, cabbage is definitely correct. Pecan pie is definitely correct. Cheddar cheese is correct.
Leaving
So
the
we know
variables of the meat
that-
and the fruit.
Right. The variables are the meat and the fruit, and we know they both can't be chicken and apples. So one of the either it's chicken and something else and apples, or they both have to be different.
I think it's chicken and grapes.
Or I would try turkey and grapes.
Yeah, turkey and grapes would be a safe choice. I have a question, DM. Could we prepare for the
Lightning
electrocution?
blast. Where did they come? Where did the lightning come from? Can we have someone stand there, put a
It
metal
was
rod?
from. It was from the.
It's from the wall, right? The candelabras,
Mhm.
Yeah, it was from the candles.
which are all there are 8 of them in the room. So
Yeah.
Okay,
unless
do you guys want to spend the
I see.
inspiration? Because I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Can we spend the inspiration, please?
Yeah.
I want our hint, please. Please.
it's bothering me that we don't know who's half right.
I think we'll
The-
find out. Let's go.
GHI. I said that. Can we try turkey and grapes before we use the inspiration?
No. Please.
Well, Honestly, I'm a little afraid because I'm not sure how much dice
because we're changing two
Andrew
things.
rolled. I don't know how much dice he rolled for the damage. He might have rolled for it, and we just got lucky. I don't know.
Yeah, but who's like dying?
Uh,
I'm doing
I-
fine.
But
Please.
I'm not
Please.
dying. But I have no hit. I have 21 hit points, but I have no hit dice left.
it will save time if we just give up our inspiration for the hint, please.
Unless we're right about the turkey and grape.
Okay. How about we flip a coin?
Wait, Zach,
I'll roll.
Zach, do you
I'll
have
roll-
I think
inspiration
it's
right now?
chicken and grapes.
I don't think. I'll believe it's turkey and grapes before I believe it's chicken and grapes.
You guys are
Because
gonna
only
hate
one
me
person
after
said he
this.
likes grapes, and that was also the guy who said he likes turkey, unless he was telling half a lie.
But that's definitely not it. No, we know that person is Andrix. And
Right.
Esther is the one who's half right. So
Right.
Andrix theoretically is all right or all wrong.
I'm gonna say this right now. You guys are gonna hate me.
It's freaking turkey and grapes. Anyway, Zach, do you have inspiration?
I do not.
Okay, so I guess you don't need to weigh in on this. I think it's turkey and grapes, but I will cede the inspiration if that's what both of you want.
Yeah, I want it.
Zach,
I
Please.
think only you.
Okay.
I think only you and me have inspiration.
Zach, are you fine with your party members who have inspiration to use their inspiration for this?
Yeah, that's fine.
I seek the divine inspiration of.
Why does Zach get a say in this?
Soul and-
Like you ask your friend, like, "Hey, are you okay if your friend's spending his own money up?" Like, no, I'm back.
I mean, maybe our inspiration will be useful later. Maybe your friend you need your friend to have that money, so when you get
Well,
robbed,
I
Please
don't
give
want
us
they
the
don't
hint.
die.
The
Please give
sooner
us
we
the
get a
hint.
hint, the sooner we're done with this puzzle.
Wow, you guys want to be
That's
done with it already?
That's an awfully big assumption.
Yes,
that the hint
please.
will solve the puzzle for us.
Well, it's not like you guys have spent like an hour on it.
Just give us the
Okay,
hint.
let's do it. I have
Okay,
spent
I marked it off my sheet.
same.
What's the hint?
Okay, so I'm gonna be generous, all right? It's
Turkey
gonna be a
grapes is
long-
right.
It's gonna be a long hint. So, I will say, you guys are right that Ganai is who Ganai is, from what you have
Okay.
stated. You are right with
Okay.
that.
But sorry, Ganai is the one second from the end of the table.
Yes.
Across.
You guys have
Okay.
said who Ganai is. That is who Ganai is. There is someone that you haven't listened to carefully enough that has given you the answer, but because you didn't listen enough, it isn't very obvious.
It's freaking time. Okay. Can we listen to them all again?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Would anyone
Just give
hate
us
me
the
if we do-
list. Just give us the list. Yes, just give us the list.
Wait, you know what? Honestly, the only person, like, you say we don't listen to time, but we did. We listened to them several times because, like, oh, we think this guy's on something. One person I don't think we ever listened to twice was the person that was going off about poppies.
No, I think it's the one that was
One more
yelling.
person.
I mean, never mind, it's nothing. Like, what was that? Never mind, it's nothing.
It was the person.
one
It was
who I
kind of
thought was like
confusing.
poisoning something.
It was like he thought he saw something. It's like, oh, what was that? Oh, never mind. It was
I
nothing.
can repeat it for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I
Sure.
go over and talk to that person again?
It was this
So
boy.
You place your hand on the individual, and you hear, "Huh? What was that?" Oh. It's nothing.
Does that mean
We're still at
anything
the
to
same
either
place
of you?
we were in the beginning. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Nah, that's it.
Hold on to him longer? No? Okay.
I keep my hand on him
Yes.
longer.
The trick is you have to wait 1 hour in game, and then he reveals the answer.
Okay, I like a refund on my inspiration.
I tried to tell you guys.
I'm so angry.
It's fine.
Who did we not listen to?
That
We
one.
listened to all of them.
That's
What?
the one
About
we
Can I
brushed
listen
off
to
real
this
quick.
one again?
Yep. I wonder how my poppies are doing. I wish I could smell them right now.
Okay, I figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It was Professor Plum with the lead pipe in the observatory.
Wow.
Eh.
Matt, I have to say, good detective work.
Wait.
Impeccable.
Wait. Okay, so what about the other one? The one with the blue X?
Yeah, let's listen to that one.
Why did the Lord have to make this stupid rule for this feast? Why can't we just eat right now? Why do we have to wait for him to get his food? If we do that, we'll have to wait forever.
This doesn't feel right, but we could try feeding all of them his favorite things instead of feeding him his favorite things.
Ooh,
But I don't know where.
ooh.
What?
Crazy
What?
question.
Mm-hmm.
You turned
What
into
if the-
business.
What if the Lord's name is Andrix, and he's the liar,
And he does know what he wants?
or he doesn't, or he's not supposed to eat first?
So you're saying we serve everyone else? No, but he can't be
Saying we
Andrix
burn
because
this
we know
building to the
Cecilia.
ground and never look back.
Well, then why
hold
won't we
on,
serve
hold on.
everyone else?
Cecilia's the third one. And I don't know what we would serve. I guess the Lord's favorite, or maybe what's just in front of them.
I'll be
But-
right back. I'll have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Just remember my hint.
We didn't listen to
We
the
didn't
mama?
listen closely enough to someone who has given us the answer.
Mm-hmm.
We can just go through and listen to them all again.
They have,
I'm fine
Yeah.
with that.
they have given you the answer, but the answer is said in a certain way that doesn't make it obvious.
I thought we listened to them in order, starting at the top left and go around. But after Matt gets back,
No, I wouldn't listen to it now. I don't have enough patience for that.
You can do it. I believe in you to be patient today.
Zach, what do
Maintain
you
your
think
inner
in all of this? I know your voice has been drowned out by everyone else's brainstorming.
Especially mine, because I have the loudest voice here.
That's a great question. Oh, I know we have some certain people pointing fingers at someone's lying, but I really think we should check again. Really, see, maybe think about what it actually meant, or
There's someone at this
Hello?
dinner table that you guys are looking over that is giving you the answer, but the way they are saying it is not making it obvious.
Sticking with the Lord and the one who's saying, why do we have to wait to eat? But we'll see. Or time.
I don't think it's that one.
You don't think it's that one?
The time, I think it's probably the time person, but I don't think that it's.
I'm wondering
we have to
if
feed
it has to do
everyone.
with the timing we place things in front of him or something.
No. Wait.
well, if we did that, dessert would go last.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering about, like courses.
Yeah, but he said put it on his plate.
Yeah,
He
and
said
how
plate
do you
singular.
do fruit? Like fruit isn't an appetizer, you know. It isn't really a meal.
Or it'd be a
course.
side.
I guess it would go like
Could you please list them off again, DM?
What, the food items?
The
no,
people.
the people.
Starting at A and going around clockwise.
Their names?
No, what they say.
Okay.
yes, their names. Tell us their names.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So this one says, the Lord absolutely hates turkey, but the man loves himself some grapes.
Wait, what?
Say that one more time. A again?
Hates turkey.
What?
I thought he said he loves
he said
turkey.
Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm getting confused with myself from your guys' brainstorming. He loves turkey. And he also loves grapes.
Okay. Okay, the Lord's love for turkey is appalling.
It's also such a
At
weird thing
least
to
he also
say. Like
loves
somebody,
grapes.
like imagine like somebody eats it, like, oh boy, this turkey sure is good. And one guy's just like, fucking disgusting.
Okay, the next one.
Well, it's more to meant like maybe that he gorges himself because he loves it so much that it's disgusting.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
but
wait. This guy's super skinny, so he doesn't gorge himself on anything.
Hmm?
He's a liar.
Number 2 says that good thing the Lord is not a pirate, or sorry,
thought it
good
was
thing it's sailor. Well, either way, a pirate's a sailor. He hates oranges. However, for some odd reason, he loves cabbage. Number 3
Leon is still upset.
says that he it is baffling that the Lord hates ham, but it's understandable that he loves cheddar. It's especially strange because ham and cheddar go together very well.
Ah.
Number 5, that one was the one that had mentioned about time. about.
Wait,
this-
sorry. Oh, okay, I see where you're counting from. Got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow Matt's counting. So number 4.
Okay,
I guess it would be number 5. So where the D is. This one.
it's the one about time, and why are we
Yes.
waiting still?
Yep. Number 6 says, "How come I had to sit across Ganai every time that I walk past him when he goes to the outhouse? He always stinks up the place." And then number 7 says, "Huh? Oh, hello. It's nothing." This one, right here.
Can we keep going around the other way, like
Oh.
to E, like the one that's marked?
Yep. So this one says, "Don't listen to Andrix. However, do listen to Harold. He knows who's telling the truth."
We don't even know if Harold is actually Harold.
This one says, "The Lord absolutely despises turkey. However, the man cannot resist a piece of pecan pie." This one says, "Esther is only half right, as with mostly everything." This one had said, "I wonder how my poppies are doing. I wish I could smell them right now." This one says, "Why did the Lord have to make this stupid rule now for this feast? If we have to wait for him to get what he wants to eat, we'll be here forever." This one says, "Andrix is a liar, and so is Ganai, though the one who is right is the guest who is after the third." This one says, "I was the last guest. Harold before me. Buford was after Andrix, and Donovan was after Cecilia."
So, a couple of things that stood out to me. Like you said, Matt, he doesn't gorge himself, so that makes Andrix's assertion look kind of weird. Cecilia said, "Odd that ham and cheese go so well together," which makes me think either it's both ham and cheese or ham and cheddar or neither, but I'm not sure about that. But the thing that I really like is, if we have to wait for the Lord to eat, be here forever. Because they have clearly been here forever since the food magically appears, but they've never eaten and they've turned into skeletons, right? And they've been here who knows how long.
I think I'm agreeing with Joan. Maybe we should just tell skeletons to eat.
Okay. Remember the one that said the reason why I probably started this new rule is because people stopped showing up on time.
Right, I forgot about that. That was
Right. What if people were supposed to
Nell?
show up?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, the one who said it.
It was this one. I just looked over it while I was reading. Like I said, my notes are very like scrunched together.
Which one was that?
This one.
The blue
Blue
X
X.
one.
Wait,
Okay, thanks.
I thought the Blue X one was just complaining about like it'll be forever. I thought D or this one was the one who said the rule thing.
No, he had said
Time. Why are we waiting? Why are there no clocks?
Yeah, why are we wasting our time? I think it's about time we start eating. Come to think of it, there's
Maybe
nothing
we
around
feed
here
the
to
people.
tell time.
Why not? Why not we feed the people in the right order? So, like the order that they were supposedly came in at, you know?
Mm-hmm. I will repeat the hint again. There's someone in this room, one of the guests, that you are looking over. He's giving you the answer. However, the way that he's saying it is making the answer not obvious.
So we're supposed to feed everyone else first.
I can give you another compromise if you wish. Another
Yes. What is it?
deal. You see, what I require from you, my dear Adea.
It's the soul of one character. All right, message, you're up.
Here's what I will agree with. I will give you another hint. However, all of you must agree to decrease your maximum hit points by 1.
Not happening.
No. No, thank you. I'm good.
By 1?
By 1.
Not happening.
Just 1.
I'd be fine with that.
It's not happening. I refuse.
No, because okay, Joan and I need it. Our tale is coming up next.
Come on. What is 1
Yeah, no, we're no
hit
fun.
point going to do?
It says there's one that we keep looking over. He's giving us the answer. We just don't know.
That has been what has been said, yeah.
Perhaps it's the poppy one because
That
Perhaps.
one I'm guaranteeing you is just there to be just
Or red herring.
yeah, basically it's not any it's of no use to us. I really think we should feed everybody else. That's
yeah,
what I'm
but
really
what
thinking.
would we feed them?
Exactly. What do they like?
Oh, never mind.
Or does that matter at all?
Hmm.
Okay, perhaps my idea was a little too harsh. What if, instead of decreasing your maximum hit points by 1,
We take damage? I'll take damage.
no. What if instead of that, you will gain a curse,
Oh.
okay? Your curse can be cured by a simple cure curse spell. However, when you are inflicted, 1 ability score of your choice will be decreased by 1.
I really don't want to do this. I just want to figure out what the answer is and figure out. Okay, so Poppy's
I'm
1.
okay with that. I'm okay with it. Please, just give us the answer.
I really think 1 HP from our maximum is a better
No.
The offer still
Quiet.
stands.
Because if you think about it, it's just 1 HP. Like
Yeah, but it can make all the difference.
Zach, do you consider the inspiration hint useful to us at the moment?
a little bit. I really think that
How is it helping us, please?
I one of the hints said we are overlooking someone. because-
Yeah, no, I remember. Just how is it helping us progress in this puzzle at the moment?
Because I am angry. Frustrated, even.
I'm okay with the hint, but I'm not paying a hit point for a hint like that.
I'll take a curse. Actually, I'll take all their curse.
No curses.
Choose. No, I'll take all their curse.
No, Leon's not taking any curses.
No, I'll take all their curse. I'll take
No.
4 curses since there's 4
No.
of us.
Oh, this is so good.
I'd be willing to sacrifice Mason.
I'll give up
You guys
an
are
eye.
ridiculous.
I'd be willing to take everybody's max hit point, or so.
Yeah,
I
Mason
lose
takes
4.
off max 4 max hit points.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, I won't oppose you.
All right. Well, how about this? Okay. How about this? Well, clear all the offers off the table, all right, and I'll make a new one. Zach, I will allow you to take away 1 of your max hit points to get this hint. However, I'm going to tell you privately, and only you are allowed to know what the hint is.
I like it.
You cannot tell
All
anyone
right.
else.
Okay.
And if I find out that you told someone, there will
Smite.
be repercussions.
Okay.
The wrath of the gods.
You know, if we're going to do that, it might as well be me.
No.
This
It's
offer
done.
goes to Zach.
I've removed 1 max HP.
Okay. I'm going to send it to you.
Now
through
we sit and wait.
through a DM through Discord.
Just sliding into his DM.
Oof.
Whoop. Whoop. Wrong chat.
Oop, did he send it to mine?
There it is.
And he shall feast.
Oh, hold on now.
Ooh.
Hey Dylan, it looks like we might have to resurrect your mom.
Zach, did you get the clue yet? Can you start brainstorming?
Please.
A clue yet? Not
Save
yet.
us.
Yeah, so can't really talk about what hints you have. So if you're the only one who's hint, it's pretty much up to you to solve the riddle.
Or
Yep.
at least figure out another piece of it, and then he can tell us the piece. He just can't tell us the clue that led him to the piece.
Lead us to the person who we are not really thinking about.
That
I guess.
would work for
Are we
me.
sure it's not the Poppies lady?
We're pretty
I'm
sure it's not
pretty
the
sure
Poppies gentleman.
it might be the
Thank
Poppies
you.
person.
The Poppies person is a gentleman because there's only one person with a different enough voice that we are considering them a different sex, even though they're all skeletons. I don't know how these skeletons are talking. That's a great question. I need to.
I think it's
examine
like magic.
Magic.
Yeah, but how is the magic preserving their initial voice tones?
I don't
That's
even
what-
know.
How
This might,
how does the magic preserve?
this might just be a whole staged scene. Like, might
know,
not have
that
actually
might
been
be.
these. Like, it
And
might
there's
just be
people
like
who
somebody-
come out clapping when we're done.
I hope not. Leon
You
will
did
have
it.
a heart attack.
Is the answer soul? Is that the answer? It worked
Wow.
last time.
All right, so I've
saw
sent
my-
Zach
So,
the hint. While you guys do that, I'm going to go use the big DM big boy potty. Okay.
Oh.
Have fun,
apparently
Zach.
Apparently, it's a good piece of information, right?
Oh.
Oh, why
Um.
couldn't this puzzle have been released in Halloween?
I just want to look inside Andrew's brain to figure out why he thought this would be a fun puzzle for all of us.
That is a great question.
I feel like crying.
I loved the soul riddle. It was short, it was simple. You thought about it for a bit. You felt nice afterwards. This
Yeah.
is just like half of a word problem when you're supposed to guess what the other half of the word problem was. Oh boy.
Still reminds me of Sudoku, but I don't.
I love Sudoku. I wish this was Sudoku. Like I could have solved like 3 Sudoku puzzles in the time it takes us to finish this.
Yep.
You know what would be great? And what we all deserve after this?
I want
Some
to
time
eat.
with Georgie.
Pie.
Some time
Pie.
with Georgie. Since he is the son.
How about pie though?
Yeah, there's so much food and we're not allowed to eat any of it. Maybe that's the secret. We have to eat all the food. Be like, no, there's no.
I still want to give them just random bits of food. I think that could be a thing.
All right. So, what has been discussed?
I don't know. It was.
We
Oh,
Zach
ate
hasn't said
life.
nothing. Zach, help us.
Zach, I know you can't tell us what he told you, but just can you
Zach,
contribute, please?
Can you tell me whether your clue tells you that me putting a piece of pie in the Lord's face is a bad idea?
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Like, does it lean one way or the other on that one?
oh,
I'm gonna go with I should not do that.
Dude, the more that we wait, the more that I am tempted to just have Leon.
Like, can we
grab a
please just
piece of
solve this
turkey
puzzle before the session is over?
and just shove
How
it
do you
in his
propose
mouth.
we do that?
I don't know. Is there like a trick question? Is the moral? What is
Okay,
the?
you know what? While we're all thinking about this, I'm just gonna think to myself and be like, maybe if we just, I don't know, give him chicken and grapes and then cheddar and then cabbage and then pecan pie, then we'll all be okay and good, and then we can all go home.
I'm fine with trying that. I'm also fine with trying to give him turkey and grapes, and I'm fine with trying to feed the random people. I think all of these are great options, personally.
10. Wait, no, that's not it.
How does one forget their own favorite foods? Seriously,
That's
though.
what I want to
Bye.
know.
Waiting 10,000 years.
But how would he know if he doesn't like it? He hasn't had it in 10,000 years. You know
that's a
your
good
taste
point.
buds only
All
change.
the food is his
years.
favorite now.
Also, you're a
Congrats.
skeleton. You can no longer enjoy food, you piece of crap.
He doesn't have a tongue anymore. Oh no.
Nell says, I take offense to that.
I didn't say that in character.
That's right, you bloody bell better be wishing you didn't say it.
You know what's sad? Now that I haven't actually thought about it, Leon can't enjoy food as much as he could before.
That is
He
true.
doesn't have a tongue.
Are you
Zach,
sure,
did you get my
Leon?
message?
Oh.
Yeah, he has, and all he's been doing is like, oh no, ooh no, and I'm just like, could you please?
What you thinking, Zach?
Share your thoughts with the class, just not the clue.
Is it a good clue?
I think our schizophrenic friend is having some issues.
What?
Or
The what was that?
yeah.
Never mind, it was nothing.
Oh, he's hearing something.
Want me to repeat what he says?
Yes,
Huh?
please.
Huh? Oh. Hello. It's nothing.
Was
Who
hello
is he
there the
saying
first
hello
time?
to?
Huh? What'd you say?
I bring the Lord an empty plate.
Dude, I swear to go.
I'm good with this.
You set the plate in front of him. And when you do that, the whole world, not the whole world, but the whole room, everything, materializes and fades away and reveals an empty room with the brazier standing at the center.
Oh my
Are you
gosh.
serious?
The brazier,
Matt, you're a genius.
Are you serious?
the brazier is stained orange, and blue flame erupts,
I am
From-
so angry.
dancing.
Are you fucking serious?
And that
See, I
is
told you didn't need to pay that hit point.
uh-huh.
Leon hugs Dylan.
Joan
He is so happy.
also hugs Dylan.
Dylan is like, I feel loved, but I also feel immense amount of hatred.
You go, if there's a higher being out there, I hate you.
Higher than Soul, even. What would that be? Anyway, Dylan, how did you know this?
They're all conflicting opinions. He eats his so skinny. It's like he forgot what his favorite food is. He forgot because he doesn't have a favorite food, and that's why he's so skinny. He doesn't like eating. And that's what the person says. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's you. It's nothing. We thought it meant it's nothing as in, oh, he heard nothing. No, that's his favorite food. It's nothing. He doesn't like anything.
I have many questions, but I'm glad you went to Joan, having no idea what happens in the Bard College.
Yeah, so they teach you this. You know, sometimes you go to dungeons and you have to solve word problems.
So
there's nothing in this room except the bridge. Or now there's no skeletons, no table, anything.
nope, it all
No food?
vanishes. No food. It all vanishes.
Is the door open?
The door opens, yes. That was the
Goodness.
Do we have any other braziers to light?
I believe this was the last one,
Well, we know where.
was.
No, actually,
Get them.
right?
we know where 3 of the braziers are. There's still one we
that's
haven't
right.
seen yet.
That's right.
Oh, right.
And we don't know which brazier we're supposed to light.
I forgot. I know where all the bracers are.
Get out of here.
I hope you do.
I'll
I
pay a
hope
hit
you
point
God.
to light all the. No, I'm kidding.
Can DM? Can I just pay a hit point to just end the campaign? Sure.
As the winner, please.
Sure. You know, I was fitting to head out anyways.
Oh, that's a second hit point, though.
Can I sacrifice Mason?
Nell's going to say, well, looks like we have found the next brazier. Shall we take a flame under the torch mounted onto it and bring it back to the room? Or
Does it have like one of those staff thingies?
It does.
Okay, I take that. And I have both flames now.
Well done.
So, shall we head back?
Sure.
Alright, let's all move our tokens back to the main room.
I'm drawing things, oh no.
I can't believe we did so many logic puzzles and like drawings and graphs, and it was a fucking trick question.
Deep.
That's why I was laughing.
Get out of here.
I'm glad you can find the humor in this situation, DM.
Me too.
So the inspiration payment was worth it, just so we're all clear. So good job, you,
I don't- it doesn't-
Adea and Matt. It was worth.
Don't lie for us, Joan. Don't lie to make us feel better. Don't be like, don't worry, it was worth it. And they're like in Vietnam, everybody's dead. It's like, don't worry, it was worth it. No, it wasn't, Joan. No, it really wasn't.
Hey man, we got some good music out of that war.
Guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I know where the last flame is.
What?
Where's that?
You remember that one creepy dude?
We
I
already
remember many.
we know that
creepy-
flame. We know.
It's hidden outside in that room.
You guys also haven't went through this door. And
Yeah, there's still one door we haven't gone through.
There's also
Wait,
the
which one?
door. There's also
This door
Okay, we
right
haven't gone
here.
that one right
Yeah,
there hasn't been
Oh, yeah.
investigated
and this
either,
one.
and neither has that one.
And we already knew about the brazier next to the weird Lovecraft monster thing that tried to make a deal with us.
Wait, was there?
And have you guys also
Oh,
figured
that
out
one, yeah.
the whole mystery behind these braziers?
You're gonna have to give us a little bit more context, I think. I think we have.
420 brazier it.
Oh my gosh.
Dylan,
I think we figured out that the
Matt,
braziers are
take a max hit
corresponding.
point out of Dylan's character sheet.
I believe we found that the braziers are corresponding to the colors of
The flame.
flame in the other rooms. Like
Yeah.
there's a flame brazier combination that corresponds to the 4 in the main chamber. Is that what you are referring to?
I just wanted to know what you got, like, what your guys' like thoughts on
Sure. Well,
Yes.
how they relate, what you're supposed to do.
I think we're supposed to
there-
light the corresponding flame with the color of the breeze.
But which one's which?
Yeah,
The-
all the
the blue
brazier's
fl-
the same color.
Yeah, the blue flame goes to the blue brazier, and the orange flame goes to the blue.
Hold on. What
the
color
orange flame
are
to
the
the-
4 in the center? 'Cause from what I remember, there's a gold one in the center and 4 silver ones on the outside, or pewters.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind
all
then.
the braziers on the outside are identical, and those are the ones we need to light. Just don't know which flames goes in which of the silver braziers.
And the doors are painted, but I don't think the braziers are.
They are.
Oh, the braziers are painted. Well, that helps.
Wait, no, not the ones in this room. The ones where.
Oh,
the
that,
other ones.
yeah, that's the one I meant.
Oh,
This room.
My bad. I
I don't
didn't
care
realize
about the
that.
other room. That's a
What was the brazier painted in the?
What about? Oh, so never mind.
I don't know. I'm just gonna put down the fire.
Wait. Which what color is this door? Does this door have a color?
Now I will say this: these braziers, the 4 silver ones, they do have torch holders, so if you can place them there if you would like, so you don't have to hold on to them.
Yeah, I'll put them there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll solve the which flames go in which when we find all the flames, because we still have that flame that we can't get to because Squidface McGee's blocking our way, and we also have the brazier we haven't found yet.
So we have 2 flames available to us, and a third we are aware of
But the
behind
fourth-
the water creature.
There was one more
Yeah.
detail I think you guys are forgetting that you had deduced last session.
What?
Okay.
Nell, I think, had pointed out that the coloration of the flame and the braziers you find them on are of interest.
Yes, you
Right,
did mention that.
right.
One of
Because
you
they were
had
purple and
mentioned
yellow
that they
and
were
red and green, which
complementary
are
colors.
opposite colors.
Mhm.
Ooh, yeah.
I do remember this. I don't remember how it helped us.
I think it pretty much told us that the colors that like the purple and yellow have to be across from each other.
Yes,
'Cause they're
yes. In
opposites.
this cross configuration, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're good.
Okay.
guys, I think that one of the braziers is to help that weird creature in the one room that we faced.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're all promised something. I know that.
Yes.
No, not that. I'm talking about that we've come across.
Oh, the
The what?
spider-like thing.
Yeah.
There was
However,
no-
there's also another room
Yeah.
that we haven't
Is
gone
there
to.
though?
Yeah, I believe it'll be more beneficial to open this
Yeah.
door
Let's go
before
this one
we-
first
This
because I feel
one?
like this is because this
This
one's
one?
like the color
This
that we
one right
don't
here?
know where it is.
This
yeah, that
one?
one.
How about the one in the main room?
Yeah, I don't want to go see the spider thing if we don't have
Please
to.
no.
So you would like
I
to go
don't-
into that door then?
Yeah,
This one.
yeah, that one.
Okay, cool. Someone else was pinging the other one, and I was very confused.
This one.
Cool, sounds great.
Okay, what's our marching order, everybody?
Leon goes first.
I'll take third or fourth.
I'll go second.
I was gonna take.
You can protect the rear.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if the spider guy comes after us, you can take him.
Guy wants hugs.
Have fun.
Wants
He
hugs.
wants hugs.
And
Many
we
hugs.
can't. And we don't want to give hugs.
Nope.
Oh, that's so sad.
But Leon gives best hugs. It is canon.
Explain a film plot badly. Group of 4 people break into a guy's home. Guy just wants a hug. 4 people refuse to give it to him.
Alright. So when everyone's tokens are moved. I'll
I
reveal
can't
them
seem
here.
to move my token. In the for some odd reason. Do it. Stop. Nope.
You should be able to control it. You just moved it.
I know, but I
It's
can't
in the
move
darkness
in
now.
that.
We leave Mason behind.
Did you try scrolling? I'm
Oh.
moving him.
Progress.
Oh, there he is.
Magic.
Teleports behind you.
Alright.
Boy, boy.
So
Sandy.
everyone
How'd you
should
get
be looking at the party, yes?
Yeah.
So Leon opens the door. As you approach the stone door, you see between the small cracks of the skull door before you, the door frame, there's a purple light that pulses. Do you still continue to open the door?
Leon kind of like points out the rim of the door to the light. Make sure that everyone notices that it's there.
Well, I have a question. When we went back to the brazier room, were the skull boy or were the skeleton brothers still in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're sparring.
Yeah.
Leon pushes open the door.
You open the door and you see a 25-foot by 25-foot room with 4 purple crystals sitting on small daises at the corners of the room. They pulse with a radiant purple glow and make a quiet hum that crescendos as the light gets brighter. You see that there are also 2 doors to this room, one to the south and one to the east, in which you are looking through.
Oh, no.
This is fine.
This is a trap. It's a trap.
I'm guessing that this door and this door are like a hallway or
They
something.
lead to the same room, yeah.
Leon walks into the room.
Okay, you walk in.
Leon goes to try to open this door. Oh!
You open this long hall and you can see that it has 3 openings to it. 2 to your right and 1 to your left.
I will take the one to my left.
So this one then?
Do we want to look
Oh,
inside
wait,
the
no,
other ones
to the
as we
right,
go past
to
them?
the right. Yeah, this one. The first one to my right. Oh gosh.
Well, we know where the one on the left goes, right? Perhaps the other 2 go to the same. Oh, okay, we're just going.
Sorry, Leon has a one-track mind. Pushing the door open.
As you approach the stone door, you see a flickering orange light from between the cracks of the door and its door frame. Do you continue?
Yep. Yep.
Perhaps these are the same as the purple crystals.
We'll see.
You
That
open
we
the
will.
door to a 25-foot by 25-foot room. Its residents are a couple of humanoid skeletons sitting on piles of ashes. Their metal
Ooh.
weapons blackened from burning cloth and their bones looking white as the first snow of winter. You see one of the skeletons holds a metal rod. At the center is a blue-stained brazier holding an orange flame. There are 2 doors to this room. One to the north, in which you are looking through, and one to the east.
Leon
Can I-
goes to collect the flame.
I open. No, don't. No. Stop.
Okay. He stops.
I point at the skeletons. It might be a trap. It might not be that simple. None of the other ones are that simple.
Are
We'll
there any
see.
crystals in the corners of this room?
No.
I open this door. Just make sure.
That we have an escape route.
I'm actually right outside the room, just kind of peeking in.
I have a question. So, this fire is orange, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What color was the flame we got from the feast hall?
That one would be blue.
That one was blue.
Correct.
Which one was the color we got with the skull boys?
That one. That flame was, I believe, is yellow.
What?
It was purple.
Oh,
The
Purple?
brazier was purple, but the flame was yellow.
The brazier was purple. Yes. Yeah.
but the flame was
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow? Okay. Okay, so I think I got to figure it out.
Okay,
Because
so the flame.
purple flame. Sorry.
So, So the yellow flame was in the schoolboy's room. What flame was in the dining room again?
The flame that was in the dining room was the blue one.
Okay, so I think I have it sort of figured out. Because there's
Before-
a yellow, a blue, a purple, and an orange, right?
Right. But before we touch this flame, give me just a moment.
What color was the flame in the with the sea monster?
Purple.
Purple.
Purple?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where are you
Problem.
going?
Joan is going back into the room, and is there any heat or anything near the center of the 25 by 25 foot?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so these skeletons.
Just real quick, I'm going to step into the center. There's nothing there.
Correct.
Okay, never mind. I'm going back.
Okay, so the skeletons look like they were trying to use the flame, but like something went wrong.
They were trying to what?
You said the skeletons were like holding the pole, like the thing that the fire goes on,
Hmm.
correct?
Correct.
Like
And
a
they're
metal
standing on a
torch.
pile of ashes, right?
Hmm.
Okay. My only problem is, what if it's like a trap, and if we collect the flame without doing something first, we end up like the skeletons?
Leon touches this crystal.
When you touch the crystal, you feel this surge of energy that goes through you. It's not enough to pain you, but it definitely tells you that this has a strong source of magic that is being contained. Also, when you touch it, I want you to give me a perception check, Leon.
Perception
And then tell me the result.
isn't
Because I don't have
my
the
best
chat pulled up.
thing ever.
What
We
color
will
is the
s-
flame
Oh
in this
wait,
room
never
we just
mind.
opened?
Perception is one of my better things. 1, 2, 3, go. 12.
With the 12, so you can see a reflection
Mhm.
in the crystal, but you swear that it's almost as if like some of your facial features are slightly altered.
Mhm.
To you, it is very obvious, but they're not like so much to the point where you look like a different person.
Hmm. Does it look like anyone?
You,
Oh. But
Just slightly altered.
just slightly altered.
what has been altered?
Your nose, your eyes, your eyebrows look a little thinner, possibly.
Does Leon look more human?
Yeah, that's my question.
Slightly.
Ah. Leon goes to this one and touches it.
Okay. You feel the same thing.
Do I look the same in this one?
Give me another perception check.
perception. I am singing this song to give myself inspiration.
Hey, that's Dylan's
I like
job.
it.
7. It is only a 7.
Yeah, it looks like the same from the other reflection.
Okay.
Can I try?
Sure thing.
Leon goes up to
We're
this
all
one and
touching
touches
crystals.
it. Tries to see if his face looks any different.
Okay, go ahead and give me another perception check, Leon, but you are going to get a -2. Dylan, go ahead and make me the perception check.
Oh, 13.
Can I make a perception check?
Yes, you can. Leon, you feel that your image,
Ooh.
your reflection is getting like slightly more human, but you could barely notice the change.
Dylan.
Dylan, what'd you get?
Nat 20.
Which
24 total.
When you put like, are you touching the crystal, doing everything exactly like Leon?
I carefully touch it. Like I look at it first, and then I slowly put my hand on it.
So you approach and you touch the crystal, and when you do, like you see your face, and then your face transforms into a ghostly man with facial hair who stares at you with these dead cold eyes. Seriously, like a soldier staring you down. You also notice that the reflection of your body changes as well, revealing the man is wearing armor. He seems to be some sort of guard or possibly a knight.
Is it that one guy from before? The one that is like wandering around the woods?
As you blink, he blinks as well. As your chest expands to breathe, so does his.
Leon grabs onto this crystal and pulls it to here.
You try to pull it, and it does not budge.
Do I recognize this man that I see in my reflection?
Go ahead and give me a history.
Leon goes to grab Neil. Or Nell. Sorry, not Neil. It's Nell. Wherever Nell is. Leon leaves and goes grabs Nell.
Okay. What was the result of your roll, Dylan?
10.
10. You do not recognize his figure at all.
Guys, I don't recognize. I'm looking at my reflection, and I don't recognize the face staring back at me. Wow,
Leon,
that's really
bye.
deep, Dylan. No, I seriously don't know who this guy is.
Who is that guy?
All right,
Wait,
Dylan.
that's copyrighted.
Enough being. Wow, Dylan's so edgy.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror. He's really kind of creeping me out.
Come
I
on!
like it.
New hit
Leon
single
goes
from
grab
Dylan.
Nell. Just like saluting.
Next thing you know, Dylan's gonna be making an autobiography about a singing career, and it's gonna be
Saluting
called.
Den as he
it's-
sees him and just like grabs Nell.
It's gonna
Not
be
really
called-
grabs Nell, but like gets his attention.
Mm-hmm. Dylan is gonna
Sorry.
make a he's gonna make a documentary about his travels of being a musician, and it's gonna be called "This Is the Thing."
Hmm.
All right, so you're gonna grab Nell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring him to the crystal room.
All right.
Do I know what these crystals are?
Go ahead and give me a Arcana check.
They're soul gems.
10.
10. You have a feeling that you've either seen or heard of these things before, but you don't know a name or anything about them. So Nell gets dragged into the room, and he just looks around, and he says, "So, you found some crystals."
but
Sorry.
You okay?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's I'm great. But I'm so sorry for this. Especially you. Zach, cause
I'm confused. What's going on?
I know, right?
I don't know either.
it's fine. It's an
Everything's fine.
it's an inside joke.
I.
Okay.
If you say so. I don't even know who these people. Who's Jamie?
What?
We are not wise enough to know.
Anyway, Nail.
I'll be back real quick. I need to go beat up my sister because of what she told Tadeo.
Okay. So anyway, hey Nell, do you recognize these crystals? Because I looked in one and my reflection was of a totally different person.
And I'm back.
He approaches the crystal and he looks it up and down and he says, "I've never seen or heard of anything like this before. The only person that I could think of who would possibly know anything about this is my brother."
Which one?
Which brother?
Pasha.
Pasha. Could we go get Pasha and bring him here and ask him questions?
I will go get him.
Okay.
Leon goes to the other crystal and tries to see what Dylan's seeing.
Alright. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
With a -3.
Okay.
10. 10.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You just see Dylan's reflection.
Leon waves to Dylan in the reflection.
What does Leon's reflection look like?
Leon. Well,
Okay.
to you, you see the same man that is at least a very like blurry image, since Leon is kind of standing not far away and not like up close to it like you are, standing there waving at you. So you have the one that is in front of you, and then you have another one.
So the same guy,
shadowing.
copy of the same guy, except one doing what Leon's doing and one doing what I'm doing.
And yes, correct.
I tell Leon that this may sound weird, but I don't know if you can see this, but the reflection looks like a different person. And I describe the different person. And I also say that his reflection also looks like the same person, except blurrier.
Does the description of this person sound familiar to me?
You can give me a history check.
Okay. Hopefully it's better than my other rolls. Let's see. 9.
Nope, not familiar to you at all.
Not at all.
I don't know what would have been more upset, if he rolled better than me or if he rolled worse than me.
I mean, like, if he rolled better, then what would be the whole point in getting Pasha?
If he rolled better than me, what would be the whole point of my qualification?
Oof.
I can't believe that you have finally managed to find something with a value, Nell. And then you see that Nell and Pasha enter the room. Pasha looks immediately to the crystals, and he goes, "My goodness. Looks like you've hit the jackpot, Nell." How did you not know what these are? And Nell just looks at him and he goes, "Listen, I've studied the arts of the arcane. I'm not a master of them."
Wait, did he just say he studied the arsonist?
The arts.
Okay.
Of the arcane.
I'm about to say, like, how old is arsonist?
How old is this arsonist?
Potentially an elf.
The oldest legends, the oldest myths, ever since the beginning, has always been an arsonist. Okay.
Go ahead.
I asked Pasha, like, so Pasha, do you know what these crystals are? They kind of look familiar, and also my reflection looks like a completely different person that I don't really recognize.
Yes, I do know what these are. These are camellia crystals. These are crystals that are formed when simple rock, really of any kind, is highly concentrated to contain a soul.
So they're soul rocks? Or soul stones? Or soul gems?
Essentially. But the Silverius had called them the camellia stones. The camellia crystals.
How do they work? What do they do besides trapping a soul?
Well, the neat thing about it, as far as what I know, and a lot of Arcanists and the Silverius people valued them because you could hold. Not only could you hold someone in prison, but you can keep someone with you for a long time.
Leon looks over at him once he says that.
And with that being said, one thing that some people have done is I've heard rumors that some Arcanists, while having a soul contained, they could do things to the stone, or to the stone, or to the crystal, that can allow the soul to do different things, whether it be like a sentry and cast a spell, or possibly create an illusion, or interact with a certain individual, or it can even contain the ghost, or I wouldn't say ghost, possibly make an aberration to protect something.
Does it only contain the soul, or could you also use it to contain somebody's whole physical being?
Just the soul.
How aware are the souls inside the crystals?
They are conscious. They see everything that is around them. But unless innately, they cannot interact anyway, unless given within physical contact. I've also heard that these crystals, if interacted with too much, can do severe harm to you. So I wouldn't touch them ungloved for very long.
Oh,
Severe harm to the person?
Indeed.
I removed my hand from the gym.
When you do,
how?
You notice that your hand and your whole arm up to your shoulder immediately kind of have that feeling. You know when your finger is numb, and it feels like there's tiny little millions of tiny little points all across the part that's numb, where you get brief moments
I fell asleep
of feeling. Not really when it's falling asleep, when it's completely numb, but when it's coming back. When your feeling is coming back, you have those brief little tiny little points. It's almost as if millions of bugs are crawling up and down your arm. You feel that.
Yeah, pins and needles. Yeah.
You constantly feel that, and it doesn't seem to have any signs of going away.
Well, that's not great. Hypothetically, would there be a way to free the souls trapped in gyms?
The way to do so is to break the gems. However, the gems are very, very, very durable. It's extremely hard to break these.
Once he says that, Leon pulls out his grape sword and signals Dylan to step back.
I step back.
Yeah, Leon would like
What are you
to
doing?
raid. You said break them open.
I didn't say break them open. I said if you want to free them, you can break them open.
Oh, looks like we're freeing it.
What do you? Wait, no, don't do that. Don't touch them. These are extremely valuable.
Yeah, but isn't it a bit
there's
cruel?
someone trapped inside of it.
But isn't it a bit cruel to keep a soul trapped in these gems for all eternity, forbidding them from going to the next phase, the next step of existence?
Oh, what? Oh, who gives a damned? They've
Perhaps I should have kept you in the chair then.
That he does have a point. It's kind of similar to the predicament you guys were in, wasn't it? Just trapped, unable to move or go anywhere.
We would have escaped eventually.
Yeah, that one.
Leon just shakes his head and turns back to the soul gem, basically, and puts his hand against it.
Vroom. You feel that?
Leon kind of puts his intentions through to the gem, kind of like a, it's okay. You're gonna get out of there. Wherever you are.
Can I go to a different gym and like put my hand on it? It's the same hand. I don't want to get radiation poisoning in both arms. Can I put my hand on another gym and see if I get a different person?
Sure thing. You do so, and you do see that you do get a different person. Wearing the same garb, but this person has shorter facial hair, different color, different colored eyes, completely different person. But stares at you with the same cold stare of a soldier. Staring at you. It's almost as if he's
Do I recognize?
It's almost as if it's almost as if he's telling you to like do something. I dare you.
Do I recognize who this person is?
You can give me a history.
Leon's going to try one more time to kind of see
14.
into it with the perception with a -4 this time, right?
Yeah. With a 14, Dylan, you feel
12.
that you don't know this person, but you have a feeling that the garbs that he's wearing seems very familiar to you.
Does this feel off to me?
The armor, the garbs, everything. It seems very familiar to you.
I say these people they're wearing armor and stuff, and it looks familiar to me. Were these maybe soldiers of the enemies of the Silvariuses that were trapped in these gyms? Or maybe they were soldiers who worked for the Silvariuses and were about to pass away and were put in the gyms to stop them from dying all the way.
I suppose that's possible. It says no.
Okay, so let's take a vote. Who thinks it's a good idea to crack these open?
Not me.
I'm all for freeing the soul, but I'm worried if we break it the wrong way, we could end up damaging either ourselves or the soul.
Honestly, I think it's a lot better for a soul to be damaged than be trapped.
Right.
You know.
What do you think, Mason?
That's a great question.
Is there a way we can know who is in each of these before we open it, or is it just their visage that we can?
Well, these two, and I point to the ones I touched, had like soldiers or people in armor and stuff.
But we don't really know them, do we?
Well, we don't know them specifically like we know other people, like we know each other, but I don't know.
I suppose most of the people the Silvarius have imprisoned seem to have been put here against their will without doing too much harm.
Do you think I can do a history check?
On?
Or
Who they are?
yeah.
Sure.
I'm kind of wondering that too about the bottom left.
13.
And the same for Joan.
Both of you feel that the description sounds familiar, but you don't recognize.
So it feels like a person I've heard about in history,
Yes.
but I don't know which one.
Correct.
Oh. How about we write down the description because that's interesting information to have, just in case it comes later. And then I think we should smash the crystals.
I suppose. We could look them up later if we note their descriptions.
I
Also,
would much
Tasha,
rather
to be
not
fair,
spend much time here.
when you say that you find them valuable, were you planning on like keeping them or like selling them?
Well, yes. How else are we supposed to afford anything to travel?
Trust me, I
Who
think
would-
we have something a lot better than
I'll be-
soul gems.
Who would
Yeah,
you
I'll be
sell
real
them
with you.
to?
Well, mages, of course. A mage would be dumb not to take up an opportunity like this. Do you know how difficult it is to form one of these, especially of this size?
But would it afford the mage? What could they do with it?
Well, I suppose as long as they know how to create glyphs that allow them to put certain restrictions and protocols into what the soul can do, they could do anything.
Right. But how do you plan to find a mage? Because most of the mages work who have any sort of power and like money all work for the Asterians. And they don't really aren't known for getting along well with people of an undead persuasion.
Yes, I know you told me this before. Listen, we will find our way. Do not worry.
And also, we can't even move these gyms ourselves. They're so heavy. I mean, look at Leon. Like, he can't. Like, he's like the strongest guy out of all of us, and he can't even make those things budge.
Question for Dan.
Answer for Adea.
Is the feeling from these gems similar to something that Leon has felt before?
I would
Possibly
say
from the past life?
no.
Mm. Well, nice to try.
Good try.
Did anyone write down the descriptions?
Dylan noted them.
Okay.
Leon really wants to break this one open.
I think we should. Yeah, as long as we've had it, have it recorded, I think it's good enough to smash them open. Like,
At least one of them. Then we'll see about the rest.
Now it's going to say another option is we could figure out how to get out of here. And then we can, when we leave this place, perhaps you can come back with someone who has a better method of releasing them. After all, you've been through this once before. What's to say you can't do it again?
yeah, I don't know about me.
I would much rather not return to this place. Thank you very much.
Exactly. I agree, Juan.
Yeah, the doorman kind of needs blood, and I kind of already lost the one person.
Oh. Just a
So this
suggestion,
is like a one-way trip. Blech.
Well, I have no objections on destroying the crystals. Pasha just kind of looks at him.
At least one of them. You'll have 3 others if this doesn't turn out.
Fine. One of them.
Okay, then. Leon is going to signal Dylan to sit back a little bit further, because he doesn't know how far these
But-
crystals will go.
Should we maybe
After
leave
you
the room?
Mhm.
After you smash the crystal, let's try to ask about if it knows anything about the flames, the braziers, or getting out of
Leon gives her a finger gun
What
and then
different
smashes it
Peaceful
open.
that is. For all we know, we could be releasing.
Leon is already smashing it open. Strength 16.
Can I give him bardic inspiration?
Make an attack roll.
Oh, make an attack roll? Okay.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna
can't
smash
give-
it.
Oh, you
Can
want
I
me
give
to
him bardic
attack?
inspiration?
Ooh. Does that hit, Dan?
I don't have the chat opened.
27?
Yeah, that hits.
Roll for damage. 12.
When your blade contacts to the crystal, you hear light instantly sparks. You hear and your blade bounces back. And there's no virtual sight of harm to the crystal. I told you, extremely durable.
Well, we were kind of hoping. I guess he was kind of hoping that his magical weapon would serve some use.
You have to remember, these gems are supposed to be containers of souls. They're compressed around them. They are made of very, very powerful magic, more than just a simple blade. Warded with
She
magic.
isn't
Maybe-
simple. Leon just like covers the handle.
Maybe some acid will free it.
Maybe are they as hard as diamonds or harder?
They are harder.
Harder. Oh, dang. I'd say if they were about as hard as diamonds, we could just try to find a diamond and use that to break it. But if they're harder than diamonds, we can find anything that strong to break them. I don't know.
Like said,
Maybe
we can weaken the crystal with acid.
right, but that would require a very extremely strong.
Magic acid is pretty strong, I would say.
Yeah, I guess. Do we have any magic acid?
I can cast magic acid.
No offense. No offense, Mason, but I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead.
Leon kind of gives him the look.
I prefer that you back away at least a few feet.
Yeah. Leon was already on that.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Chaotic Orb with acid.
Alright.
Oh wait, you're casting a spell, like a leveled spell?
Yeah, it's a level 1.
Yeah, maybe save those because you only have a limited amount, and we're not even sure if this would even work. I thought you were gonna use a cantrip or something.
No. But yeah, I'll cast of. Give me a sec.
You kept cutting out for me, Zach. What are you doing?
I'm casting chaotic or chromatic orb of at the top left crystal.
Okay. Make the ranged spell attack.
That ain't happening. That's a 7.
Yep. Unfortunately, you cast the spell and you shoot it right at its feet, and the acid melts the ground a little bit. It sizzles away.
You know what? It seems like my aim is not the greatest today.
Seems like Leon just like writes. Leon goes to write that down. Is just like it's not funny if I don't say it. So
Okay, maybe we'll find something later while we explore this place that might tell us how to free these souls.
Yeah, better not.
Yeah. Can I go back to the room where the brazier and the skeletons were?
Sure thing.
Do I notice anything else about the room that might be suspicious besides the ashes and the skeletons? Like maybe there's like a trip wire or like a trap.
You can give me an investigation.
$16.
You do not notice anything of interest in this room. Anything new of interest.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
It shouldn't be this simple, should it?
Well, I suppose one thing that you would see, now that I really think about it. So, from over here, you see what you believe are the faint looks of, like, scorch marks on the stone, on the ground. Right here. And do you walk over there?
Yeah.
You also notice that the scorch marks seem to go this way, as if some sort of fire was rolling down the path.
Was it recent?
No.
Which way did the scorch marks come from?
You don't. It doesn't show where, but you see there are some.
Where though?
Here, going down this hall.
You know, I'm starting to wonder. Okay, so those gyms were put there for a reason, and you can do a lot of weird magical things with the gyms. What if those gyms were set up as a sort of trap for whoever takes some of the fire from this brazier?
Sounds plausible. Wait, did Nell and Pasha follow us in here?
Nell will, but not Pasha.
What do you
He's too busy studying the crystals.
What do you think, Nell?
He says, you said that you had fought some sort of fire in the main room, correct?
Yep.
And it moved?
Yep.
Perhaps these two were unfortunate like you and had fled? And it followed them here?
Seems plausible.
I mean, it's a possibility, but
You know what? Just to be safe, everyone exit the room.
Okay. I exit the room. Wait, where do we exit?
No, it will as well.
Which way do you
Leon-
want us to exit?
You can exit either way.
Perhaps the one that goes into the other room that is not filled with traps. Possible
this-
traps.
Is this hallway, Can I open this door?
Yep, you see it leads to the chamber with the 3 thrones that you had been to before.
Okay. I step inside. I'm like, okay, ready.
Leon looks around for Joan and sees that she's not there. So he grabs the pole
Mm-hmm.
and he lights it.
You stand there. The flame crackles. No, nothing happens.
Okay, then. Leon tries to exit the room.
You exit the room. The fire still dances. Nothing else
Okay.
happens.
So I go through this room to here, and just like looks around for Joan, sees that she's not there, goes back up here, looks around for her, gets scared once he
Joan
sees her
waves.
right here. And Leon kind of points at the flame and is just like, "Yeah, I got it. Follow."
Well done.
I shout back at Leon. Maybe it's safer if you don't take the flame through the gym. I don't know, just to be on the safe side.
Leon nods.
Okay. Where'd Mason go?
Hey, where's Perry?
Okay. So let's take it back to. Let's take it back to the main room where the other brother is.
I feel like mystical forces are moving me against my will.
Guy.
Oh no,
Isn't it
Joan
always
vanished.
Okay, which one is this one? This one is the yellow one?
Well, we haven't lit any of them yet.
No, I know.
We have the purple flame.
No, we don't. We have the blue one.
No, there's no blue one. There's purple, there's yellow, there's orange, and there's blue. There's no green flame.
I never said green. I said blue.
Yeah, she said
There's a
blue.
blue flame. I'm deaf and dumb.
Say
You're
it.
Don't
be so hard on yourself.
You're audio dyslexic.
Yeah.
Blue
Okay,
and green are
so
spelled similarly.
Yeah.
Leon puts the pool thing right here. I would expect that there's holders for the pools, correct?
Yep.
Right.
On all of the silver ones there are.
Okay, Leon puts the pool on this one. But he doesn't light it.
Yeah. So here's another thing we'll do. So where's the blue one?
The blue one is right here.
And the orange one?
The orange one will go right here.
Okay. The
And
yellow
the-
one?
The yellow one will go here.
Alright, so you guys just have the purple one.
Right. Here's the question though. How do we get the purple flame when the monster's in the way?
Leon says, "I will." How about we all just go into the pool? Honestly,
I have an idea.
Is the torch lit?
No.
no.
No, the brazier's lit. We just need to take the rod, light it, and then bring it back here.
Dylan, you wouldn't have any mage hands or unseen, would you?
I don't have mage hands, but I have, and I summon business.
Hey!
Do you think business
It's time to get
theoretically
down to
jump across the
business.
water?
How about we just not make it angry?
I mean,
I
what's it gonna?
agree. I think we might be able to reason with it.
And plus,
Possible.
I kind of want what he is offering. Not gonna
No,
lie.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I think this whole deal's about to go bananas. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh
it is.
my god.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
When you guys flee an encounter, are you gonna say, "Hey guys, I think we should banana split"?
Wow.
Boo.
Just for that, Leon
What
just throws
a
himself into the water.
shipwreck.
Aww.
We're making banana puns right now, Mason.
Okay, so Leon is at the edge of the water, but he doesn't go in.
So before you do that,
Good.
like you guys start to like walk in, and Leon, when you approach, you hear in your head, "So I see you have come back. Have you changed your mind?"
Depending. What do you have planned once you tell me what I need to know, apparently.
Well, if you come to me, I will tell you everything you need to know to get out of this place. And I will let you have the flame that you will need to do it.
And the catch.
You have to help me leave.
And how would I do that?
I'm not sure. I'm sure you could figure something out. After all, once when I tell you how to leave, you can exit, and you can always come back.
Yes.
I would consider
I
that a
could.
fair deal. How
Right.
quickly would you expect us to come back and rescue?
This is only going
Never.
on in Leon's head.
Okay.
I should
Never mind.
clarify.
I forgot that's all in the head. Yep.
Yep. Leon is kind of like turns back to them. Is just like he says that there's no catch. It's just we have to come back. Leon turns back to the water. It's
How
just
quickly do we need to come back, Leon?
Leon asks the water that.
Says, I'm not sure if you have gotten a good look around, but I don't necessarily have the greatest way to be able to tell time.
Yeah, I can see that. One thing, however, I'm not the only one who gets to know this. Whatever you have told my friends that you will tell them, you need to tell them. If I enter the water.
Sorry, say that again. You cut out.
Okay, if I enter the water, not only do you have to tell me what I need to know, you'll also tell my friends what you've promised them.
Give me a persuasion.
You still have my. I think you still have Bardic Inspiration that I
Yeah,
gave you.
because
That
you gave it back. Yeah, you gave it to me. Oh, please, 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 please. Oh, please. Oh,
Use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it.
Ooh, D6,
D8,
right?
D8,
D8,
D8.
D8. Ooh,
19.
that's a
No,
19.
19.
You die.
Oh. Oh,
This guy, so funny.
gotta make a new character.
You think I'm joking?
No! Why had it have to be Leon? Why couldn't it have been Mason? Which was literally all we thought he would do. Yeah, Mason's like the engine. Like, Mason is literally the little engine that could. I'm not lying.
Yeah. We all thought that he wouldn't make it this far, but he did. All right, so what does he say? With the 19?
He says, we have a deal.
Leon enters the water.
You guys see Leon descend into the water. You go inside the water, and it's too murky for you to see. But you feel something slowly, something slimy slithers around you. Do you let it embrace you? Like you promised?
Yep.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
It pulls Leon in.
Leon's already in the water.
You guys see that the bubbles erupt, signaling that Leon is possibly suffocating. And Leon, you feel it too. Eventually you are holed down there for longer than you had expected. And you kind of your body starts to react and force you to struggle. And then you are let go. And you float to the water.
Dylan's like going towards the water when he sees how long Leon's been under.
And Leon,
Yeah, but I can stay underwater for quite a while.
You cough, you hack, you heave, but you feel fine. In fact, you feel happy. The unease that you had around this water, you don't feel it anymore. You feel it. You feel as if this is a body of water that you have been around ever since you were a child.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
It brings you you're pleased. You leave the water, and you hear in your head, now that you have embraced me, what you need to do is these braziers, there are 3 other braziers with flames. I'm sure you have already crossed the room where there are 4 silver braziers and a gold one as well. What you must do is you must take the flames and you must put them opposite from each other of the complementary colors of the flames. However, you must also place the flames around the direction in which they are placed in the general location of the dungeon. For example, this torch, the flame that you see at you, should be at the... If we were to say that towards your friend Mason, let us say if you were to walk towards him right now, that... so it would be like right here. That would be north. The brazier that you will need to light this flame with, the one that is in this room, should be the southeast. Put the other fires there, and you shall leave.
All right.
Well, that was suspiciously helpful. When Leon comes back, Dylan goes up to get him and like puts his arm on his shoulder, like, "Are you okay there, Leon?"
Leon gives him a thumbs up.
And you have the flame with you, right?
I would imagine. Yeah, I would have it.
Okay. Well, let's go try this puzzle, I guess.
Leon is all slimy, by the way, I would imagine.
Yeah, Leon like as soon as Dylan puts his like hand on his shoulder and like he lifts it up, a little trail of
maybe
slime goes off, and he like rubs
Wait,
it.
what?
I'm like,
Maybe not? Oh, well, you know what? My hypothesis from before is correct, apparently. He is now a part of me. I am
So-
now a part slime monster.
Oh no.
Dylan. Shortly
Yeah.
after Leon is with you once again, you hear in your head, I've struck a deal with your friend, Leon. He has come into the water to embrace me. In return, I will tell you how to leave this place, and to also give you the answers that I have promised you. Here I am, fulfilling my promise. What you seek to change the world, to change your world, is within your pocket.
I reach my hand into my pocket and pull whatever is out.
The compass.
It's the harmonica of control.
Oh, that makes more sense. The compass is just how to get here. It's the harmonica. You're right.
I like look at the harmonica of control in my pocket like this, but doesn't this make people's head explode?
Possibly, but just think. If you use that right, you will make people fear you. And when you make people fear you, you can control them. I also know that there's more than the harmonica can do. Much more. The Salvarius had... What you have in your hand is the final product of
This is dumb.
many experimentations. Learn to master it, you shall see the power that I described to you. It is more than just making people's heads explode. It is full and total control.
Dylan is a little curious and very afraid right now.
Mason, you hear in your head, I've made a deal with your friend. Our agreement was he was to embrace me if I was to tell him how to leave this place, and if I was to tell you what you wish to hear. Your most desirable desires. The thing that you seek, the one that you wish to get revenge on, is a very powerful creature. To you, it is known as the Beast of Seaport. I will tell you, my friend, it is no legend. It is real. A large turtle the size of an island. So massive, it swallows ships. It swallows ships like a shark would a fish. I will warn you, though, this creature hunts for valuables. Extremely priceless valuables. But I will say, hunt this creature and succeed to kill it. Not only will you get your revenge, you will get more treasure than what any king could ever hold. Where this creature is, it will be deep inside the ocean, in a place so dangerous that it wouldn't even need to be home to protect it. I wager it would probably have its den close to the most dangerous creature in the deep depths.
Cthulhu.
Something even more deadlier than itself.
Aquaman.
Cthulhu.
Oh, and by the way, the creature does have a name. It's actually a prideful, it's more of a title. Well, it's not really a title. It is a name that is passed from its offspring. If I remember correctly, the name is Siege. Happy hunting.
That's so cool.
Joan, you hear in your head.
Uh-huh.
Your friend has agreed to enter the water and to embrace me if I am to tell you, or him, how to escape this dungeon, and if I agree to tell you the answer to getting your desires. The person that you wish to seek, the one that is back at home, the one you love, the way to get back to her, well, it's quite simple. You wish to get back to her, but also to escape. You hate the ones that bind you in your chains. They keep you held away from your home so you cannot see her. The chains seem unimpenetrable, but, my friend, they are weaker than you think. The link to break it hides very well. Look look no further than the chains that bind you. Oh. When you tell this elven woman, when you see her once again, and I'd wager you will see her, might I suggest showing her some affection next time? Your memories serve me to say that you've been a little cruel, standoffish.
To show her you love her.
But who am I to say? I'm just a creature who lives in the water in an underground dungeon. What do I know about
Where
love?
is my charger? It's plugged in.
That is all you hear?
It's where the headphones are. Where is it? You don't know where it is?
So, what do you guys want to do?
I guess let's light these puppies.
Oh, it's a white one.
Mhm.
Okay.
One white body
Wait,
where-
wait. So the deal was that once I go in, he tells him he tells my friends what they want to know,
Yes.
Mhm.
and not me.
Well, that's what you said.
Oh. What a pal, Leon. What a buddy. What a friend.
You're so
So
welcome.
selfless.
Yep.
It's so kind of you to give all of us what we want and not what you want.
I'll be honest, I'm not even sure if I want it. my
Yeah, I
weird,
know, right?
scary stuff he said.
So, you guys get back to the center room, and it looks like Pasha, Nell, and
Do I feel any different?
You felt happier. You said that.
No, I mean, like, do I
Uh,
feel more slimy?
no, like eventually the slime kind of like dries up and you feel fine. The only difference that you feel is you have this familiar feeling as if there's someone constantly watching you, and you've only had this familiar feeling from when your wife was around.
Leon thinks to himself, so you're a part of me now, is that it?
You can say that.
Jolly. Well, at least I don't need to talk to my friends by actually talking.
I have a question.
Wait, do you work like that?
And
I have a question.
okay,
What flame color was in the dining room? Again.
that one was
Blue.
Blue.
Okay, well then I think we actually have all the flames in the right places they need to go.
Yep, Leon follows through
Purple.
with what was his name again? Nemo?
Minnow.
Was it Nemo?
Minnow.
Minnow.
Finding
Oh, I like Nemo.
finding Minnow. Finding Minnow.
Binding
like it.
Minnow.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine like how different the story would be? Just like Merlin just comes up to this random dark spot. Hello, father.
It's
I
so
will
much.
I like it.
It's
I will
like
let
Leon.
you take me home if you embrace me.
Only mildly disturbing.
Okay. Here's an idea. We know what colors the torches go on. What
Mhm.
if we each take a torch?
No, Leon
And-
already knows it because he has the dude with him.
No, I know. But what if we, instead of like lighting them one by one, we each take one torch and we all light them simultaneously?
I like that idea.
I also like that idea. So either way, it's correct.
Do you still have monkey business out, by the way?
I would imagine he does.
Joan
feel
grabs
like-
the yellow torch.
I will light the
I
orange
love
one.
monkey business.
Who does?
So what about monkey business? DM? Oh wait, was Minnow going to say something? I almost said Nemo again.
No.
Oh. No, I mean like. So now I don't have to really talk to my friends by actually talking.
Oh, he says, I did not give you the gift of telepathy. Just with me.
Rude.
Well, at least I'll save some ink.
Like Leon's trying to sleep. It's like, hey Leon, have you ever thought about the ocean? How big it is? I think about that a lot.
So can you get me the hell out of here?
You ever think of all the people who say they like you, really like you, or if they just feel kind of obligated to be with you?
Oh
You should
man.
think about that.
Wait, so now Leon is basically a warlock.
Kind of? I
So-
don't know.
I don't think you got any powers from it.
Are you guys going to all light?
Yep. I hold up my torch, and I'm like, let's do this like we always together.
And not failing, preferably.
Well, it's about time. I cannot wait to get out of this place. And then you all light the torch.
Kaboom.
We all die.
When you do that, the
Campaign
scent,
over.
all the Brazier's flames light up, and they leap right into the center one, like leaving their braziers, and they all combined, forming a white flame. And when it does this, it crackles, and the light glows so bright that it blinds you.
Back into Melatotis'
Oof.
And that is where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Hi.
Fair enough.
Wait, so is this officially the end of Dylan's story?
Might be.
Find out in the next episode.
Yeah, it's the end of Dylan's story, aka
Shush.
he's dead.
All right. Well, this was a pretty long one. This was over 3 hours long, so hopefully this will satisfy your taste buds.
No,
of
it's not satisfied.
Rollback
I'll
Sunday.
never be satisfied.
I can never be satisfied.
I would keep going and make this a 4-hour one, but I'm sure people have things they have to do tomorrow.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said I would have us keep going and make this a 4-hour session, but I'm sure people have to get up early tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking forward to it, but yes.
Yeah.
So, one thing that I also would like to kind of, well, actually I'll talk about this because it's actually more for the players. So, yeah, next time we will figure out, is it truly over for the players? Is this for the characters? Are they truly escaping? And if they are, what exactly are they going to do next? I know that you guys have to figure out what the heck you're going to do with Melatotis' items, if you can get to them, getting past all of his traps and whatnot. And what's going on from here? I will say that technically, this is we're very, very, very close to the end of Dylan's story arc quest. We're like 99% done. Next session, we will definitely end Dylan's and start Leon and Jones.
Yay!
So look forward to that.
Nifty.
Well, now it's Leon Jones and Minnows.
Yes.
Like, I imagine like this, like with the whole arc ending, it's very dramatic and intense. Like, guys, we've had a long few weeks. I met a new man. I figured out I come from a long line of mostly evil family. I met a long lost brother I didn't know I had. My long lost brother tried to kill me. I killed my long lost brother. We went through a lot of dungeons and found out my family was really evil. And we got this T-shirt. And I think it's time we go to unwind, just to relax. Let's go to Elf Town. And like, and everyone's like, yeah. But like, Joan and Leon look at each other like, I think like, no.
This is a horrible idea.
They're just like, Leon, you're possessed?
All right, let's all say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye.
Bye and good night, because I gotta go.
Indeed.